Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 2024 Birds vs. Boys NFL Draft live stream here on the Birds vs. Boys YouTube page, the Birds vs. Boys Twitter page, and my own personal Twitter page, KMS22, because, well, I'm just cooler than Aiden. How are you, Aiden?
I'm good. We know that, though. You are cooler than me on social media, real life, everything. So I'm okay
debatable.
with second fiddle. I'm having a mental breakdown. I told myself I'd be focused in on this draft. The Sixers are going to fight right now. I couldn't make it 15 minutes. Story of my life.
What is the current score? Because I do not have that on right now.
18-15 Knicks. We're going double screen tonight for everybody who's here. This will be a fascinating draft for a variety of reasons. We're picking at 22 and 24. Both our teams may move up, may move down. That'll be crazy. Simultaneously, the Sixers-Knicks game 3 is going on. So that'll be coming down to the wire as we are drafting. This is going to be an all-time just...
I think I'm going to be sitting here a very long time before I draft. I don't think you're going to be sitting here that long before you draft.
Let's get into all the rumors of today for the people who know a lot more than we do. The Peter Schregers of the world, Daniel Jeremiah's, they all have the Eagles trading up in the draft for an offensive lineman or just trading up in general. I've seen a bunch of trade ups for all the people who are in the know and have the insight. But if everyone's trying to trade up and everybody knows you're trying to trade up, that makes things a lot more difficult if you ask me. So it's like if you're on first base and everyone knows you're trying to steal, what are they going to do? Try to pick you off, try to catch you stealing. It's a lot harder. So I see that. I know that there's a lot of talks of them trading up. We've gone over all of our mock drafts. I love Fatanu. Today I was seeing a lot of Talise Fuaga. We've talked about him as well, where he was Jeff Stoutland's guy. So any of those would work. Could we get up to a point to take them? I don't know. So it'll be fascinating.
Yes, me, no.
I was going to say, there's a good chance that the Cowboys are there at 24.
Listen, you have firepower. You have ammo. We do not. Now, there is slight talk about the Cowboys using next year's picks, right? I mean, would they, let's say, Talise Fuaga, who the Cowboys absolutely love to, 30 visit, combine visit. They've worked him out. They've done everything. If he starts to drop 16, 17, is that a guy the Cowboys are willing to move from 24 to and use like next year's one?
Next year's one.
That would be being all in, Aiden.
That would be being all in, but at the same time, Dak Prescott being a free agent next year, if they don't get a long-term extension done, and then not having a first-round pick and possibly losing your quarterback just seems like the absolute nightmare scenario, doesn't it? That just feels like it could not get worse, because in a draft where you would need a quarterback, then you don't have a first-round pick. So then what do you do? It just seems impossible.
So, I mean, we're going to have 45 minutes between all these picks, aren't we?
Now, let me get my rant out of the way. What if we just didn't tweet the picks out ahead of time and didn't have 30 minutes in between picks and just created suspense? It's like, you know who's done this perfectly is the dating reality shows, like The Bachelor, where there's like the shock and awe of the selections, who does get picked, who doesn't get picked. I want to see all these guys get a rose, and I don't want to know who gets them ahead of time. So I think we should just, let it happen. Don't tweet out the picks. Roger Goodell, just live up at the stage. Just run them out.
Stay there.
We know it's Caleb Williams to start. Let's go.
You and I picked the entire first round in 15 minutes the other night.
Yeah. Why? Let's just do it. Let's just roll. Detroit is fired up, by the way. I think we need to give kudos to them. Eminem's on stage, so we got a lot going on there.
Detroit has become the cool place to play.
They could not have timed this better. For so long, the Lions were, I don't want to be mean, but an irrelevant franchise, and now they're really, really good, and they have the draft there this year. So this was the perfect time to do it.
Rank for me, because it was the Eagles for a long time, and it's not so much right now. Top 3 coolest teams right now.
The Eagles. Why are we not cool? Saquon is objectively.
I don't know if you're top 3, maybe 4.
Okay.
You can't be that cool after that much of a meltdown.
Well, that's
and fighting and hating each other.
Are we talking performance or cool?
No, just like cool.
But AJ Brown is cool, locked up, got the extension done. top 3 coolest teams. Wow, this is a weird answer, but the Rams might be up there
Mm-hmm.
because Puka Nacua.
Mm-hmm.
I think the Bengals are probably up there with Jamar Chase and Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow is objectively the coolest quarterback in the league, so I think they'd be up there. Maybe the Ravens. I'd put the Eagles as well. I think the Lions, I don't know if they're the coolest team, but they're the most hype team. Like, this is hype.
I think they're one of the cool. I think it's Lions, Dolphins, Texans.
Texans is a great one. Texans is definitely an up and coming. Like, they are absolutely.
Look how small Eminem is.
Even next to that was a great idea to roll out all the legends. So you got the guys here, Amon-Ra, Aiden Hutchinson, and then Barry Sanders right there. Great job. Calvin Johnson's up there. This is awesome.
Jared Goff, good looking guy.
Is he up there? I didn't even see him. There's so many stars on stage. That's great. Ali, I saw your comment. Is Drake May good? TBD. Is he? I genuinely don't know. Here's my problem. I have been burned too many times by the Drake May type of prospect where he's cool, he's flashy, he has a huge arm, but because he has a huge arm, like, he won't take the layups. And if there's a shallow crosser that's wide open across the middle, he's like, what if I just threw it into double coverage down the field instead? Mm-hmm. Because I have this big arm, because I'm so talented and I can make these home run plays. They were showing, this is the red flag to me, because they always, when ESPN hypes up one play and I'm like, show all the plays.
Yep.
He threw that left-handed touchdown. I'm worried that the left-handed touchdown is going to go down with the Zach Wilson combine throw to his right across the field, like one of those, where they hyped up. And Trent Richardson, remember when he made 2 guys fall down at once and they just ran that on loop? And it's like, well, why does he only have one?
Jadeveon Clowney, when he just tackled the guy in the backfield.
Another great one. It knocked his helmet off. You're like, wait, why do these guys only have one highlight? I don't know. That's just me.
And the thing with Drake May too is
I fall for the same trap.
Watching him play, I'm confused because it's like, can you not read the field, or do you just have or do you have an alarmingly crazy thought of how good your arm really is, overly thinking it, and you're just like, nope, I can make that throw. Nope, I can make that throw. Nope, I can make that throw. And maybe you can't. He was my quarterback too at the beginning of the draft process. And I thought for sure he was going to go to Washington at 2, locked up. And then, Jaden Daniels started sneaking up there. So is he good? I don't know. Is he Mac Jones? Probably.
At least he has a better arm than Mac Jones.
Yeah, he does have a better. He's not a noodle arm. He's a Mac Jones with a cannon.
Weird. The way they talk about him is the way that they talked about Carson Wentz. And I wrote for Carson so hard that I just have to sit this one out. I just can't. I can't go down with the ship again.
This quarterback,
it would be like me, like if I supported the Titanic and then they're like, actually, we have a new ship and it's even more unsinkable. And then I got on that one.
It would not surprise me. Maybe a little bit because Caleb Williams, but either if Caleb Williams has issues or take Caleb's out, it would not surprise me if in 5 years you tell me that Spencer Rattler ended up being the best quarterback in this draft.
Really? You know who mine would be? Michael Penix.
If he stays healthy.
I did a mock draft. I'll Eddie, who our producer in the background tonight. Thank you for helping us out, putting the clips out, putting the tweets on stage for us. I'll send you the mock draft that I did today, but I had Michael Penix going all the way at 11.
It's very possible.
Which is the dream scenario. And we talked about this earlier this week.
I want all the quarterbacks to go.
Yeah, I was going to say, from a selfish point of view, I would like all of the quarterbacks to go. We need 6 quarterbacks off the board. Draft Bo Nix, draft Penix, draft J.J. McCarthy, even if he doesn't throw the ball.
Yep.
But the Vikings are a dream scenario. And why waste Justin Jefferson's prime? You took a Jordan Addison with a first-round pick. You traded for T.J. Hawkinson. So you invested all in this ammo on the offensive side of the ball. And then you're going to let Sam Darnold throw to them? That's crazy. That is crazy. Like, you either got to trade up to a guy that you really like, or you got to get Michael Penix, who can sling it. And I really think that in that scenario, he could be really good. And a lot of the things with Penix aren't his arm talent. He can sling it. Like, he has a rocket arm. It's just that he always gets hurt. So it's a little bit different.
1, 2, 3, 4.
What are you counting?
I'm trying to see how many quarterbacks and receivers we can get out, and then maybe how many. I'm going to throw in corners there too to see how many possibly we can push in terms of offensive guys. So Caleb, Drake May,
Yep.
Jordan,
Jaden
Daniels,
Daniels
Penix, and Bo. Now,
and JJ McCarthy.
and JJ. Yeah. Now
So
I'll
you
say I
need
think
6 quarterbacks.
I think Bo going is the least realistic.
Is he? Yes, but can't you see the Broncos falling for that?
Yep. All right, so that's 6 players right there.
Yep.
Now let's go receivers.
Marvin Harrison Jr., Neighbors, Roma Dunze, Brian Thomas Jr. If those 4 guys go.
Yep. I would say for sure it's the top 3 are going.
Yep.
I think it's Brian Thomas. That's a question, but I think he can go. So I'm going to put him on there.
And I saw things today about the Chiefs moving up, which would help. If they want to move up and take a wide receiver
with us.
Yeah, I was going to say, yeah, have that.
I will say this before it starts. I am team trade back tonight for the Cowboys.
I think you're team trade back last year.
But I'm also going to put this in the universe right now. Eddie, get ready for a clip. If the Cowboys walk away tonight and Jonathan Brooks is the pick and you take a first-round running back, I might not survive.
Don't worry. I saw a report that they're going to bring back all reliable. Zeke Elliott will be back in town.
Did you see the other report of why they might take Brooks in the first?
No.
Because they're afraid the Eagles are going to take him at 53. Why are you taking Jonathan Brooks at 53?
That is a wild statement. Like, you're worried that somebody else is going to take him at 50, so you take him at 24 or trade
instead of us trying to get him at 56. When I don't know, Trey Benson's a very good running back. You can get Blake Corum in the third. Like, there, you can get Wright from Tennessee in the fourth. Like, this isn't a top heavy running back draft, maybe like last year's was with Robinson, but it's a deep running back class. Like, give me offensive line, give me linebacker before we
deep or not. Why would you ever take a running back in round 1 these days?
All right, so we're 10 players between quarterbacks and receivers.
Yeah. And maybe Adonai Mitchell sneaks in. Maybe.
And then I think
that's 11. That gets me halfway there.
Arnold's going to go. Or let's go cornerbacks. Which this
Carry
is
on Arnold,
let's just do this exercise for both of us in terms of we're locked in on a lineman.
This feels like a puzzle. I love this. This feels like a Sudoku puzzle.
So Terrion Arnold's going to go.
Yep. Quinyon Mitchell. So that's we'll call it 12 because I don't know. The Donnie Mitchell is really stretching it. So 12.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go 12 because do you think what's his name go Wiggins?
Probably not.
All right, so let's go 12. So you and I said this, I think, on the draft. Like, the draft really starts at 12.
Yep.
For us.
Depending, yeah.
Now let's do some other non-realistic. So like Joe
Alt.
Yep, Joe Alt done.
That's 13.
Fashanu from Penn State is probably right.
Yep. Too many teams need tackle. The Edge from Alabama.
Yeah, who stinks?
You don't like him, Dallas Turner?
Yeah.
And
so that's 12.
Jared,
that's 15 players right now.
Yeah. The one that I find very interesting is Luatu.
Mm-hmm.
I think I
can see somebody falling in love with him early.
Exactly. He is the most hit or miss guy because people love him for his production, but he's also medically he got medically retired by his staff. So it's like, what are we going to do with him?
All right, so let's put him on because this is our dream scenario. All right. Luatu. Fashanu. All right, so 6, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. That's 16 players.
Yep.
So now let's put the linemen that we really like. So who would be left? Fatanu,
Fuaga.
J.C. Latham,
who given the mock drafts I saw today, what a leap for him.
So
Daniel Jeremiah.
I have a theory on Peter Schrager's mock.
Okay.
I think
I don't know if
he
it was
doesn't
Schrager.
think the Chargers are going to take him at 5. I think he thinks there's going to be a trade. He did not want to mock the trade, but he was mocking the player to the team. So I think he thinks that he's going to end up with the Chargers, but not at 5.
Okay, so you
All right, here
think
we
they'll
go.
trade back? Someone
First
will
pick.
get
Are we cracking here for the first pick?
Well, I got a little special drink here.
All right, we'll do it after the first
Special
pick. I'll do
occasion,
mine. So
okay.
I am drinking Goose Island 312. There goes Caleb Williams off the board, and this is 2 Chicago because 312 is the area code in Chicago. It's a Chicago beer, so I figured let's drink that in honor.
Cheers to Chicago. They got their guy, Caleb Williams. I've been really, really high on him since he took over as an 18-year-old, left high school early, and took over for Spencer Rattler, ironically, at Oklahoma. I've loved him ever since. I've been a huge fan of him in college, watching him in college, especially at Oklahoma. At USC, I feel like the team just wasn't that good. And I think if you had a knock on him that's like not nail color related, then it's like actually like you're carrying.
Mine wasn't nail color. Mine was the fuck ND on the nails that I enjoy.
That's different.
And then you lost.
The trying to make home run plays where he's overdoing it, doing too much. I think, is that just a product of my USC team is bad? My defense is really bad, and I have to score 50 every day or every week in order to be good.
Yep.
Like to win a game, I have to score 50. So I'm going to run around instead of taking the easy throw. I'm going to run around in the backfield forever and make a highlight play because I almost need to.
Yep.
That would be the real football knock on him. And is that like just a habit you picked up because USC's defense was bad, or is that like just who you are?
Yep. He could be
I love it.
Patrick Mahomes 2.0. It's very possible.
Yeah.
I think okay. And Easy Tino. Throw that up there. I'll throw it up.
I got you. I think he's all hype and going to struggle.
It is possible.
It's definitely possible. I think a lot of these prospects that get taken early in the draft have struggled first overall. Think about the guys recently, like Baker Mayfield's on his 3rd team or whatever. Trevor Lawrence hasn't really taken off. He was like the most sure thing since Andrew Luck and really hasn't been. Who else was first overall? Jared Goff is with a new team. He's good with the Lions, but he's with the Lions traded for him. So, and the Rams won a Super Bowl after he left. So a lot of these guys that have gone first overall have been all hype. So it's very realistic that he could be. I do think he will be very good, but the bar is very low in Chicago for quarterback play, to be honest.
Yeah. All right. Our dream scenario gets us to 19 right now.
Okay.
So
that's not bad for someone. I need somebody to get me to 19 because then I don't have to give up an entire war chest to move up.
But
I can get to the ring.
That includes Fashanu, Fatanu, Fawaga, and Latham.
Well, then no. Then it's not my dream scenario. Wait, are both corners off the board too? Well, then no.
Yeah, this is more like a nightmare. This is with 6 quarterbacks going.
6 quarterbacks, 4 receivers.
Now, I could see Byron Murphy also thrown in there. Let's throw him in there. The D tackle from Texas.
Yep, for sure. Johnny Newton from Illinois as well.
Yes, I've heard, and I don't think they're going to do it, but the Cowboys love him, and they worked him out like crazy.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I think this fan base will go nuts if they take a DT after what happened with Mozzie. Now, Murphy is not that. Murphy's a 3, but they have Oso Digizua playing the 3. He was a good player. So I don't know.
It's the optics are bad. You just have to deal with the optics nightmare because people would say you're almost trying to correct your mistake is how it comes off. Right?
Yep.
Like you're trying to correct the mistake of drafting Mozzie Smith, even though that might not be the case. It might just be that Byron Murphy's really good. And you're like, oh, let's get another tackle who's really good in here so we can stop the run.
Look how just boring.
Cam fucking Payne, baby. Come on.
Look how boring the Washington Commanders draft room is.
Is Josh Harris there? Is he sitting at the playoff game? I can't tell.
That room just looks like just any like meeting room for like, people that work at Kinko's when they're at their like POA meetings. I'm not feeling good about this, Aiden, because
we were too good. We flew too close to the sun.
Because my guy, right? I want
Graham Barton,
but Aiden, I'm not seeing it.
Well,
I don't think he gets past 19 in the Steelers. If he does, I think he goes to Miami.
That was my thing. I was like, I think he goes to the Steelers. If there's a run on the tackles that we like, guess who also needs offensive line help? It's the Steelers. Like you probably have to get 19. The Rams are 19, the Steelers are 20. So you would have to get up from 24 to 19.
Yep.
Can you do that? I don't know.
And I think I don't know. I've heard also
the math is not mathing for us.
No,
right
the
now.
math is not mathing.
We're going to have to move up.
You guys are. We're not.
For the Eagles scenario, I think why you're able to trade up, you're probably going to have to use one of those second round picks. So I think you do pick swap. Say it's the Colts. Say it's you're getting from 22 to 15. You have to give up pick 53. What you could probably do is use pick 50, trade back to 57, 58, pick up a third or a fourth, and then you have a few different guys. Like you recoup your third round pick. And then you're just kind of falling in line. Then you have a first, you have a second, you have a third, and you have a fourth. And then that way, the trade up, you're not really giving up a ton of ammo.
Yep.
You're kind of just having like a standard level of picks, right?
Yep.
That I feel like is the strategy tonight. Using one of the second round picks to move up, then using the second round pick to move back and recoup the third round that you traded for Pickett. I think that is why they're so aggressive in trying to move up, is having those 2 second round picks.
And I think they're moving. They're going up. I think they're
definitely going to try.
Mitchell or Arnold, I think, is they want athletic freaks that can also play corner. It's also a position of need, and they have the ammo. So, like, why not?
Yeah, the Quinyon Mitchell thing, the way that they've cared about like the advanced athletic measurements recently, and he tested great. So I could really see him, that being a target for them as well. They
or do they sit tight and they take Cooper DeJean?
Or they sit tight and take Cooper DeJean. Yeah.
And just have all the picks.
I saw they asked a bunch of like random people on the street that went viral, like, could you beat Caitlin Clark? And I was like, the first time, I was like, oh, the guys are starting to get it. Like, no, you probably couldn't. And Cooper DeJean was like, yeah, I could probably beat her. And everyone was like, what? And then people were like, no, watch his high school highlight tape. Like, he actually plays basketball. Yep. He was catching like alley-oops off the backboard. He was nice. He was insane.
Washington, Jaden Daniels.
How do we feel about this? He'll be in our division for quite some time. You love it for them?
No, don't love it. For us? Don't love it.
Oh, I think he's good.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I don't love that he's in our division now.
Yeah.
That was the funniest video I've seen in a long time in tweet, saying that here's a video of Jaden Daniels pre-COVID throwing a touchdown pass to Brandon Ayuk to beat Justin Herbert's Oregon Ducks.
College football is crazy these days. That is a Mad Libs of football right there.
As Eddie would say, go get a job.
It is so hard to keep track of where everybody's been and where everyone's going. What a ride for him though, to go from, the freaking Arizona State, where I didn't even think he was that good.
And remember his teammates were like clearing out his locker. Nobody liked him.
Really? That's a Bo
There's a video of them literally like after he decided to transfer, like clearing out his locker and talking shit on him.
That was him? Honestly, I forgot that happened.
Mm-hmm. And now he gets to go to Washington. Better pray for those knees on that field.
Yeah. They're clearing out I remember that store. I didn't realize that was Jaden Daniels. Now he's the second overall pick. That's crazy. And he won a Heisman too. Yep. Were they wrong, or was he just a bad guy?
I don't know. Honestly. All right, Allie and Eddie. The time
Eddie,
is now.
Our producer,
would
you like to come on for the Patriots pick?
Our resident Patriots fan.
I feel like it's almost got to be Drake May.
I'm just gonna leave this up the entire time the Patriots are on the clock.
Hello, Eddie.
That didn't work at all.
I think it worked.
I got so big. Damn.
It's your time to shine.
These new layovers that Aiden and I never know what we're doing.
Why am I so zoomed in?
Oh well, my drink has been given away, so I'll
And we're
debut
both
it.
zoomed out. Wait, I like the way I look so much better right now.
Wait, why am I so zoomed in right now?
I don't know. This kind of
Can we
works
stay
for
like
I
us.
want to get in
this?
the middle here.
Well,
I like the way I look. So yeah, you look how we look.
yeah,
when we're
you're zoomed
and
in.
I don't like
and
that.
I kind of like the way we look now.
Yep.
And my camera's flipped too, and I don't like that.
It's not your camera. It's literally just
No, but my camera is flipped. I'm going to the right right now, but I'm going to the
Gotcha.
left.
look, now you're fine. And
Wait, okay, this looks fine. Aiden's camera works way better for this. See, like mine's too zoomed in.
Look at me. I look good.
I'm gonna put him back over here.
I'm ugly.
I don't
talk
like
talk
that.
to me, Eddie.
I mean, I'm just not happy with the situation that we're in. We're not going to draft the one guy we should draft. I don't know what you want me to say.
Yeah, but how could Marvin Harrison catch if no one's there to throw to him?
Who
I
needs
know
got
that's the
Jacoby?
Okay.
I mean, Jacoby Brissett's had a fine couple seasons the last couple years. He's been like a very average quarterback, which would be a massive improvement.
We don't want average. Average doesn't get us to the promised land.
Well, the best quarterback just got drafted. What do you want me to do?
I
JJ
don't know.
McCarthy, here it
From
comes.
UNC? No, thanks.
If you had a choice and you had to make a decision between these two, JJ McCarthy and Drake May.
Can I kill myself instead? No.
We just got kicked off YouTube.
Yes. No, we're fine. We're fine.
Oh, Kevin, the game on the other screen. This YouTube channel, enjoy it tonight. Enjoy that beer. It is gone by morning, depending on how this Sixers game goes. By the way, Joel Embiid was just called for his third foul. There's going to be some rants tonight. We haven't even broken out the alcohol, but I don't think I can drink while that's occurring.
You better.
Yeah, don't let history forget that me and Allie called Mac Jones being a bust the second he got drafted.
You did. Yeah, you did.
Instantaneously.
Yeah, you were like, you were just out completely.
I wanted Justin Fields.
Funny how
comes
life
true.
works.
Hey,
Could have had him this offseason.
actually,
definitely could.
I'm feeling good vibes for me right now because the last time we did an actual virtual live stream, kind of like this during COVID, I got CeeDee Lamb.
No.
Oh no, I got Tyler Smith, who's also an All-Pro guard. So I'll take both.
The last time we did a stream, the Sixers won Game 5. They clinched the playoff series against the Raptors, and I got AJ Brown and Jordan Davis in the same night.
We were virtual then?
We were virtual that time. Yes.
Wow.
2021. Yes. Maybe?
Was when I got Tyler Smith too?
Yes.
Okay, I'm okay with that.
I like the one where you got Jalen
Rob
Rager.
Kraft.
That was sick.
I didn't like that one. That was less fun, and I didn't enjoy it. Very much.
Look at JJ or look at Drake May. Oh, he kind of looks. Oh my God, he
Wait, does
is
his friend
all
looks
about.
bad?
Do you know what my dad does?
Oh, man.
Oh,
That-
he's
look at him.
stressed. No, his phone hasn't rung yet. They're not taking him.
he looks a little stressed in the
He
pick
looks
of him.
way too stressed to be just taking the third overall.
Yeah. Oh, man. Are
That
they
phone's
going to
not
do
right.
it?
That
Do
phone
it.
is not
Do
right.
the funny thing. Do the funny thing.
No, take Marvin Harrison Jr. Let it be cool.
Here comes Joe Alt.
Oh, I would be fine with that. I don't know.
Probably
Maybe
the
he's
most
not-
reliable left tackle.
I know he's
Yeah.
a lineman. That's
Yeah, he's not. He was. Here we go.
That's what I wanted when I thought the Pats were going to get like the 5th pick.
The
Do the
first
funny
big question
thing.
mark of the night.
Who is it?
Oh.
Drake May.
Drake May. Okay.
What the fuck?
You got yourself a quarterback.
You got a quarterback.
No, we don't. This is Zach Wilson. I saw this a couple years ago.
He does look a little Zach Wilson.
This is BYU all over again.
Do you even know where he played college
UNC, yeah, no, I can read. So right there.
He looked cool in the UNC uniform.
basketball?
It's a great blue. It's a great
Eddie,
blue. but
another
Wearing the
question
Tar Heel
kind of
blue,
in
that's
terms of
good.
this. Does Bill ever get another job?
Probably.
Next year, probably.
Most likely. Or he goes to college.
He should go to the barrier place that Mike McCarthy went to. I almost said JJ McCarthy. Get
Dude,
aboard,
Bill's gonna be
guys.
coaching Rutgers in like 3 years just for fun.
Whoa. Hold on.
JJ
You
is
know,
the best
I'm
QB out of this
appreciating
crop.
you watching, and please stay all night. But a man who did not throw a football in the second half against Ohio State and threw it 3 times in a national championship game.
This Drake Maytape is looking a whole lot like a certain North Dakota State quarterback.
Yeah, he's throwing like me out there. I don't want this at all. This is
Oh man,
Look, he can run the ball.
he can run the ball. He runs like
Dude, these
Wentz.
tons of guys aren't even
ACL.
trying to tackle him. They're all just trying to punch the ball out and just walking past them.
I
Drake
feel
Wentz.
like I'm watching this all over again. Also,
Carson May.
Carson May.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. This is my first time kind of seeing his highlights. I'm very upset.
There's the left-handed throw.
pass
There's the
while getting
left-handed
tackled
throw.
by two guys is
No, I don't care. I don't care.
screaming Wentz.
That was the most Carson. Exactly. Yeah.
That was
Perfect.
Oh my God! Look at
Wentz
his high
I've
school.
ever
His high
seen.
school is
I've ever
Carson
seen.
Wentz. His
That
high
was
school is
so
Carson
Carson.
Wentz.
Oh no!
If a high school was Carson Wentz, it's that high school.
that
Yeah.
high school.
There's
Oh,
several
boy.
Carson Wentz in there. It's
Well-
crazy. It was high school and not his college. Was he a bad friend? Did the teammates don't fuck with him?
O'Callahan?
Apparently, that was Jaden Daniels. I didn't know
O'Callahan.
about this.
No,
Can we
Jay Daniels
just-
is really cool.
Eddie,
I don't care. He's really cool.
Aiden, can you address this on the screen?
Wow, JJ is the best QB out of this crop. He's a Wolverine built to accept hard coaching, and that's who Chicago should have drafted.
Easy Tino first. We love that you're watching. Thank you.
I cannot agree. I'm too big. I have too much stock in Caleb Williams since the day that kid stepped foot on the field on Oklahoma to think that JJ McCarthy should be the number one pick.
Now, do
I
I
don't-
think JJ could go in the first round? Yes.
I think he could go pretty soon here.
All right. So Cardinals are on the clock. What happens here? Are they
Marvin
standing
Harrison.
pit or someone coming up?
Marvin Harrison Jr. Marvin Harrison Jr. times 100.
I'm gonna pop out of here, boys, but I agree. It's Marvin Harrison.
Thank you, Eddie. Sorry or congratulations. I don't know which to.
No.
Look
There's
at
no
look at
congrats.
Allie. This is perfect.
The Celtics are good. I don't
Yeah,
know.
yeah. No, the Celtics are good.
Didn't they just lose to the Heat?
Yeah, but they also scored 14-0 in that game one, so that was pretty cool. So
Why are you living in the past?
I'll
That
tell you
was- that
what.
was
The
the
that was
NBA
a
NBA,
winning championship team.
They would have won 85-0 if I didn't say
if
something.
you didn't text, yeah.
Fact. As a fact.
How about the Sixers broadcast the other night with 47 seconds left, being like, we talked pregame. The job is to go that back 1-1. Job's done. Post game is going to be fun. Me and my
Bro.
mom caught that live, and we were like, what are you doing right now?
No, that's crazy.
Immediate chaos.
That's so
Immediate
crazy.
chaos.
Yeah, no,
What a
the Sixers allowing the Knicks to go on an 8-0 run in like 27 seconds was super sick to
Oh, yeah.
watch.
It was
thought
honestly
so
less
hilarious.
than that.
It was so funny though.
They scored 6 points in 6 seconds.
And I don't want to get into it. I'm going to hop off. You guys hear your show. Nick Nurse, what a fucking baby, bro. Oh my God, what a baby. That's all.
You know what? This whole
Absolute
series,
clown show.
both teams, like I think that they complain even more than we do.
You would have been better. No one complains more than you guys. Let's be very clear.
I don't
okay?
think in the past we've had nothing to complain about. Like,
Bro, I saw,
so we're
He's
on
in,
our own
I saw a
accord.
tweet the other day complaining, like comparing Tyrese Maxey and Jalen Brunson's free throws when the Knicks have shot one more free throw than you guys the entire series. Like, look,
Yeah, but that's because
Come
they
on.
were complaining about it. That was a response to they.
you guys are the
Tom
Philadelphia
Thibodeau.
All right, back to football.
76ers. All
Bye,
right,
Eddie.
bye, guys.
Bye, Eddie.
Wait,
Wait, what?
All right, switch me back to the Eagles side.
Can we stay like this?
Yeah, that's fine. But you got to switch me, or my mom will get mad.
All right. So the pick is in. Neighbors
Marvin
looks cool as hell.
It's definitely Marvin.
Marvin Harrison looks cool as hell.
Yeah.
Did you see Marvin Harrison still hasn't signed like his NFLPA thing to be able to use his name and likeness?
Why?
Don't know. He's the only rookie that hasn't signed it.
Do you negotiate that? Is that a thing?
In the era of NIL players, everything has to be a negotiation now.
This is kind of my special drink. Is what
Buffalo
going on in
Trace?
the background?
Is that
Little-
Buffalo Trace?
I told you before, it's a special occasion. This is our favorite draft show to do. The last time we did this, I got AJ Brown. I got a series clinching Sixers win.
You got
So I
AJ Brown
have
again.
A bottle of Buffalo Trace
I
here
love Buffalo Trace.
that I haven't opened yet.
Have you ever had Buffalo Trace?
I have. So I got this. I was at Buffalo Trace, the distillery, and did the full tour with the barrels. The smell there is heaven.
Oh, I'm
So-
sure. Pick.
There we go.
Marvin Harrison.
Jr.
Easy
So I
peasy.
figured tonight would be a good night to break it out and bring out the good vibes.
Do it up.
Somebody's got to fix the background though, because we got two different backgrounds going on.
So I would say first 4 picks, chalk.
Chalk. I think this will be chalk too. I think this will end up being Joe Alt.
Oh yeah, it's our old thing. There we go.
There it is. There's the boys. Oh yeah.
All right. So here comes some questions.
The calls that the Knicks are getting, plus this bottle of Buffalo Trace, feels like it could be a disaster.
Now I feel like I should be drinking bourbon, but I need to be up at 4:30 in the morning and go to the gym. So,
Yikes. I let
Um,
the ice melt. That was probably a bad idea.
all right. So Chargers are on the clock here. They need a tackle. Joe Alt is a smart pick here.
Yep.
Hold on. So,
I just don't see Jim Harbaugh in his first draft taking a wide receiver.
yeah, I don't think I do either.
He won a national championship. We just did this with JJ McCarthy and said we don't believe in him as a prospect because they didn't throw the ball. Against Penn State second half, they didn't throw a single pass. They just got behind that massive offensive line. They didn't win a national championship by recruiting receivers. Their offensive line was killer.
Yep.
And they had great defense. So,
well, this is where Schrager had Latham.
that's true. Still offensive line though. I just feel like this is the same kind of scenario as Marvin Harrison Jr., where it was like we've believed in this prospect for so long. Like the day before the draft, we're gonna not believe in them anymore.
Yep.
We've come this far with these prospects, and now like we're gonna say no. I don't know. It's crazy.
I gotta say, the setup here in Detroit looks awesome.
Another thing, I'm starting to feel old. They're showing Marvin Harrison Sr. highlights. Now we're watching Marvin Harrison Jr. Man.
We also have Jeremiah Trotter Jr. in this draft. We have
Jr.
Jerry Rice's son in this draft. Frank Gore's son is in this draft.
It's wild. This is the first time I've actually felt like old, like not.
Welcome to the show, Aiden.
Yeah, welcome to the show. There was a kid that Temple got, and this week, and I remember his dad playing for the team in college. So I was just like, wow. Actually, they got two juniors this week. They got Jamal Mashburn Jr. and another junior whose dad played for the team, and I'm just like, oh man.
Notre Dame got this year. They have Jerome Bettis' son and Brian Urlacher's son.
Wow. That's a hard-nosed football team right there, baby.
Right?
That's solid.
I'm very interested. All right, so let's do a prediction here. How early do you think is the first trade? What pick?
So I saw something before the draft from Todd McShay. I would have guessed Giants at 6.
Moving out.
But I think they're going to take Rome Odunze. So they will not be the trade. So let's pull up the draft board.
You think the Giants are going to take Rome over Neighbors?
Yes, I do. That's what I saw. I think that the Titans need offensive tackle help so bad they're not going to trade. The first realistic one would be Chicago at 9 because they have 2 first-round picks, but they don't have much trade assets beyond that. So I think 9 is the first realistic one, unless the Raiders are trying to get over the Broncos for a certain quarterback.
Yep.
Or the Vikings are trying to move up to thwart off those 2 teams. 11 through 13 might all need a quarterback. They try to get into the top 10. I think that would be the first pick. Unless they trade back and take the quarterback. I think 11 to 13 is our sweet spot. But I think it'll be a while. I think the teams that are coming up have obvious needs and they don't need to trade to fulfill those needs. Like I think the the Chargers, I don't think will trade. I think they're going to take offensive line, whether that's Latham, Alt, I don't know. 6, I was on Neighbors forever. I think it'll now be Rome Odunze.
That is wild, if true.
Yeah. Yep. I will say though, I don't hate it. Like it's almost like going from a production standpoint, right? Like you're just.
Yeah. I love Neighbors though.
I do too. But I think Odunze, you go with the, I don't know. Was there a more electrifying, productive? Oh, what a play. Oh my God.
I think if they don't pick Neighbors, that's somebody's going to come up for if he starts sliding.
True. Well, I think you look at the Jets. I think you're sitting there and you're saying, okay, Neighbors, let's get down the field with Aaron Rodgers once he's finally healthy and take a wide receiver right there. I think that'd be a really, really good selection.
This clock is still ticking here.
It's really ticking. Now, is it ticking because we're at a commercial break, or is it ticking because they haven't picked yet? The pace of play is pretty good so far. We're at where we need to be.
You just sounded like what's his name in I Love You Man.
I
Rate
Love
of
You,
play,
Man.
rate of play, rate of play.
Rate of play. This is my nightmare.
Oh man. I am. Oh God, we're gonna be sweating this out.
Yep.
All night.
So far, though, I mean, it's only been 4 picks. This is, like you said, this will be pick 10.
One of our linemen's going off the board here,
Mhm.
I think, and it should be Joe Alt. Don't overthink it.
It has to be.
Oh, I have the Cowboys war room on over here, and there's some stirring. Can you imagine they came all the way up for like?
While we have a moment, should we talk about the extensions? AJ Brown extension gets done, announced minutes before the draft. Highest paid guarantees getting $32 million a year. The Eagles have now gotten 2 extensions done for wide receivers this offseason, Devontae Smith and AJ Brown. CeeDee Lamb, what is our worry level now that the price has gone up? It's that wire scene. He's like, another thing, price of the brick has gone up.
He said in the press conference this week, I want to see some leaves falling before we make moves. Well, Amon-Ra St. Brown and AJ Brown, big old brown leaves are falling.
There's not even leaves. Oh, that's a foul. There's barely even leaves on the tree yet. He wants leaves falling before he makes moves.
Like in terms of wants to see what other things happen. Like why? I don't understand why you want, and maybe it's also CeeDee Lamb, holding out some, but I don't understand why you want to see other, like, why would you want to see AJ Brown get money and Justin Jefferson get money just to, it makes no sense to me.
I don't get that either because there's nothing left to prove from the CeeDee Lamb's point of view, right? Like what's going to change between now and September aside from
he's going to be owed more money,
an extension, or Justin Jefferson gets an extension.
He's going to get more money.
Yeah, that just doesn't feel like it makes a ton of sense to me, to be honest.
All right, Chargers pick. I'm going Joe Alt.
I am too. I feel like you take the KISS strategy. Keep it simple, stupid.
Yep. He seems like a hardball guy. Just
with Adam Schefter, though.
Chargers turned away trade offer calls for Justin Herbert.
That'd be wild if they took him.
I guarantee the Vikings were one of those teams calling.
Yeah. A lot of teams. Just, over half the league probably for Justin Herbert.
I'll give you Dak straight up.
I would too. Especially with that contract number.
Would you give Jalen Hurts up?
Ooh.
Straight up.
That is a great question. This might be a controversial thing, but I feel like, yeah.
I don't think it's that controversial.
Oh, really? Is it?
I would take it.
Eddie, Justin, nod your head. Would you trade Justin Herbert for Jalen Hurts? Like you'd want Herbert over Hurts? No? You'd take Hurts?
Go. The pick is...
I think I'd piss off a lot of Eagles fans with that take. Joe Alt. All right. Well, hey, we're 5 for 5 so far.
Yes, we are.
I have I'll share with you guys my mock draft that I posted on our TikTok today.
Look at him. Not even there. Look at this. Look, he is just...
Oh, yeah. That's a Notre Dame fella if I've ever seen one.
Amen.
He went to Catholic school from K through 12, brother.
He's at a pizzeria that his family's been going to
He
since
went to
2008.
St. Joseph, St. Patrick, St. Margaret, St. Mary's.
Yep.
That is the most Catholic school kid I've ever seen in my life.
He's just... Oh, yeah. He's an NFL alum as well.
Oh, my goodness. That kid went to Bishop Our Father of St. Mary's Joseph's Jesus University for high school.
He was so much fun to watch as an Irish fan for all these years.
Uh-huh. Another great Irish lineman in the draft. Our guy, Sam Hartman.
Mm-hmm.
Is he in the draft?
Yeah, he is. I mean, he's either probably going to go 7th or undrafted, I think.
I'll take him.
Hell yeah. Hey, you had Ian Book.
We did. Yeah, I'll take him as. I think the team's pretty high on Tanner McKee.
Oh man, yeah, he's just. I love watching him play. What a great pick!
Look at
All
that
right,
hole.
Giants. Here we go.
That'll get clipped by Vince.
I'm gonna
Sam
stay
Harden,
with.
baby.
I think I'm gonna stay with Malik Neighbors.
Are you?
Yeah.
I was on Neighbors too forever. Just there were
Look at
people
him.
talking. We had to do a discussion. Neighbors over Roma Dunze.
Look at
Is that his girlfriend or his sister?
It's got to be his girlfriend.
You think?
Where's his? There's his dad. Maybe. Let's just say this: if it is, it was his girlfriend. Nah.
This draft party is just the best. You might as well be in.
Look at the football balloons. Look at the
Yep.
football balloons that they got a giant.
Harbaugh celebrating. You know they love that.
No,
There's no way
khakis.
they're going receiver.
No khakis. That's a shame. Oh, there's their board. Get their stack. Look at it in the background.
I missed it. Oh man.
I love when they show those things. Remember, it was wasn't it John Gruden a couple years ago? Or no,
yeah,
it was,
during the COVID year.
yeah.
Him and Mike Mayock, they had the board up. That's a move. That's so funny.
that was like what's his name too? Jerry 2 years ago. He was up on the press conference. He had his board. He had his stack like that.
Everybody was zooming in. How does that happen? In this day and age, too.
Like,
That's
how-
so funny.
How do people like them get so successful in life?
I think that all the time. The most successful people, I'm like, how do you run a successful business? And like football wasn't even your first thing. You were successful before this. How did that happen?
The pick is in. Is there any chance that they just go up and make this pick?
Do it. So we both agree receiver. I think you're staying
Yes,
with
I'm gonna go Neighbors.
no
Daniel
guarantee.
Jones, no guaranteed money remaining.
Good for them. Congratulations to Giants fans. Ooh.
What's the score?
DiVincenzo just dunked on Maxey. We're going to pretend that didn't happen. So the draft.
So what's the score?
56-53 next minute left in the second quarter.
Ooh-wee.
Oh, baby. You can tell this timeline the way it's lining up. We're on pick 6. They're about to be at halftime. You can just tell the way things are going. It's going to be lining up for a really stressful.
Yep.
Oh, look at McCarthy.
Oh, are they? Oh,
He's laughing. I kind of like the turtleneck.
look at that jawline.
Yeah, I like the watch. I think the turtleneck with the suit looks pretty cool.
But he has a very punchable face.
He does. He does. He really does.
Like, how do you take that over that?
You can't. We're doing face tests.
I think actually now the Bears are going to be creeping up in that cool team, especially if they go like Roma Dunze or another cool receiver at 9. All right, here we go.
Neighbors.
I'm going Neighbors.
Are
Of course,
you?
license plate guy is there.
Of course. So I got E-Rock there. Maxey 3.
You're going Rome? You're going Rome?
Yes.
Okay.
That just from what I heard. Neighbors. I should stick with my picks. I'm 6 for 6 in the mock draft that I did.
I am.
That makes more sense. I think Adunze goes to the Jets. This creates a fascinating situation because I think the Titans here at pick 7 are absolutely going to go with
Olu Fashanu.
yes or JC Latham, but they're going to go offensive line is what I mean.
Yep.
That means you're sitting there. Falcons could go receiver, get Roma Dunze. That would be fun.
You know what? You know who I've seen a lot of speculation to Atlanta?
Dallas Turner.
Latu.
Yep. They need an edge rusher.
Mhm.
Somebody. But then that creates a scenario where the Bears are on the clock. You need a tackle for your new prized asset. You need the insurance policy. But also, do you just be like, I don't want the good idea. I want the fun idea. And you go after Rome Odunze. And then you have Odunze, DJ Moore, Keenan Allen. And you're like,
Yeah, that's
and you got
that's what-
DeAndre Swift.
Yes, cool team.
And you're like, all right, well, we'll just have the most explosive team of all time.
Do you hate the LSU field as much as I do
No, you don't like it?
with the every 5 yards?
No, I don't mind it.
I
I
hate
think
it.
it's unique. You don't like
Hate
it,
it.
though?
Hate it.
Oh. I think I just
I'm a
love stadiums.
traditionalist.
Traditionalist. Yeah. You have the pizza party in the church back room like Joe Alt.
Yep.
I don't mind it.
And they also have the goalposts with the two.
That's weird to me. The stadium itself, though, is cool. It's
No, the stadium is cool. Like that, yeah. But I
I'm
don't
going
like
full
the
Pat
numbers.
McAfee. I got to stand up while we're here at Eagles halftime.
Yeah,
Eddie, if this sounds bad, I'm sorry.
sat in the
Am I
car for
good?
2 hours drive to Atlantic City, 2 hours back. It's just
It's a
I
lot.
don't think I got my steps in today.
That's a lot of driving.
Let me see. Yeah, that's
Sorry.
terrible.
Sorry.
Terrible. Today was bring your kid to work day, and
You went to Atlantic City?
well, I was riding with one of my reps,
Ah.
and she's a lot older than me, and she was introducing me to her offices as her son.
Oh, yikes. That's kind of funny, though.
Oh yeah,
Didn't get your steps in, huh?
I did not. Did you?
No. Yeah, I actually went to the gym. I went to the gym. So I don't know if I got my steps in, but I got it in.
I went to. Oh yeah, I worked out before I left, but I only have 7,000 steps. I should be at 15,000 steps. All right, here we go.
I don't really
Giants
get my
look like
steps in.
oh, yeah. Shaking hands, blah blah blah. Remember,
Make sure to follow us on
remember,
Twitter.
remember the COVID year when what's his name from the Giants just was in his room with just like the binder, the
Yes.
GM.
Yes. Man, they have come a
Everybody
long
else,
way.
like, remember they showed Howie in his house and he had like 27 monitors and all, and he just had like 7 pieces of paper.
They had just had a binder, an old school binder. It's very funny.
Look at that.
That's a cool
These
suit
jackets. That's wild.
with his name and everything. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, I'm not digging him being in our division.
No, I think it'll be good.
I
Unfortunately,
hate it actually.
the mom crying always gets me.
Yep.
I think my mom would be in tears if I was athletic enough to make it.
All those damn games and practices. And
Oh yeah, that and also now you're a millionaire. That also helps. Any chance the Titans shock the world here and don't go offensive line?
I mean, they need an edge, right? Don't they too?
Yeah, but they don't have a left tackle on their roster right now.
Yeah.
And their previous left tackle was Andre Dillard. So
You have Olu Fashanu or Fuaga staring you in the face.
and Latham.
Yeah.
I guess he's on the right side, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's the problem with most of these tackles in this draft, besides Joe Alt. Like they've only played right tackle, really. So
good
a lot
thing
of
about-
them are projections.
The good thing about a lot of these guys, though, they play guard and tackle,
Yes. Yep.
which I think is great.
Yeah, and
Especially in the Eagles case where this is like we need you now, we need you later. It's like short term, long term. Like you're playing guard and then you're playing tackle.
yep.
So, but
And that's what the Cowboys love, position flex, as they like to call it.
Tyler Smith, and it worked out.
Yep.
I saw Jason Kelsey today was praising the Tyler Smith move where he can move him from guard to tackle, and it happens.
Cool. Eddie, here's the report from from Adam Schefter. In recent weeks, both the Patriots and Vikings have reached out to the Chargers to see if they had any interest in trading Justin Herbert. The answer was a very quick, flat out no.
No, thanks, but no thanks.
Eddie, would you trade Drake May for Justin Herbert?
Yeah. That one's a yes. That one's an obvious yes. That's funny.
Watch him be so good.
He could be. I feel like,
Yeah.
but it just watching him, I got PTSD. I just can't handle
Carson
that.
May.
Let's refill the Buffalo Trace while we're here at Sixers halftime.
My. Look at the New England Patriots Twitter.
That's good. Anytime you can sneak in an NSYNC reference.
It's gonna be me.
That was a bad idea. I went on a whiskey tour this past weekend at a bachelor party. Did you know that?
You've been all over the world lately.
I know. Dude, I'm going to be going to Charlotte next week.
Where was the whiskey tour?
It was in Pittsburgh. I found out that whiskey started in Pittsburgh. It didn't start in the Bourbon Trail in Kentucky. I did not know this until this week.
When I was on a whiskey tour, I don't know if they did this to you in tasting, and try this when you do it.
I got it in a
When
cut.
you, huh?
I poured it and I got it in a cut on my finger and it really hurts.
When you smell the whiskey, you're supposed to open your mouth too, and it helps you taste it while you're smelling.
Uh-huh. Yeah, it works.
And you're not supposed to shoot whiskey either, because
That I knew.
it makes it burn.
Well, that's yeah. I did not know that, but I also didn't know the Pittsburgh thing. That
Yeah, I
whiskey
didn't know that
started
either.
in Pittsburgh. Apparently, DiVincenzo and Embiid getting in a fight is funny. Apparently, they were making whiskey all types of ways in Pittsburgh, and then George Washington was like, "Well, we got to tax it to make money for this war," and they're like, "We just fought the war because of taxes, so we're not paying this." So he sent the military out to Pittsburgh, and they all fled to Kentucky, and they just started making bourbon out there.
All right, here we go. I'm going old fashioned.
I think I'm with you. I got to check my pick, but I think that's what I said. I think I said Latham or Fashanu. Latham.
Wow.
Latham. Let me check my mock draft. Look, yo, I am 7 for 7 on this
You got
mock
Latham?
draft. I had Latham. I have Neighbors. I'm 7. I should have gambled on this. I had Latham in this.
Wow.
I think I had Fashanu going to the Bears. Eddie, I'm going to send you this because we might put it on the screen. Next up, I'll
Look at
tell
that
you what
grill.
who I have. I have Dallas Turner, the edge rusher, going to Alabama.
Look at that grill.
That's a big fella. I
No
can see why they
gloves.
want him in Tennessee.
No
Oh, look
gloves
at
either.
that.
That's just
That's what you want to see. You could get me with one highlight. That's like when I bought my Mercedes and they're like, "Yeah, that's custom red seats," and I was like, "Sure, I'm in."
done.
That I saw one highlight of Latham taking that kid for a ride on the run play in
And he doesn't wear gloves.
the big knee braces too. He looks like the biggest guy in the field at all times. Oh yeah, this fella will do. This is a great pick by the Titans.
Yep.
Oh yeah, he's not even moving. He's not even doing any technique. He's just too big for.
Tell you, his stock flew up because
It
there
did.
were.
I think he not tested well. He interviewed well too.
Yes.
Like his measurements were there.
Yep.
That's a big fella.
I want that moment. I want to know what that moment feels like right there.
What, getting picked?
Yeah, just walking out on stage.
Must be nice, huh? Oh yeah, bear
There's-
hug for the commissioner, baby. That's awesome.
That moment, scoring a game-winning touchdown or hitting a game-winning home run or hitting a game-winning 3. NBA, MLB, NFL.
Which would I choose? Home run, probably. Yeah, I'd say home run. What would you choose?
Probably. The whole place just going nuts.
Yeah, because there's more game flow in basketball where Buzzer beater is obviously awesome. Game-winning 3. But like the walk-off, just like because it's like pitch by pitch, like there's more game flow in basketball
Yep.
where everybody's hanging on to each pitch, and then that happens. That's just crazy.
All right. As we're in between here, I put these. I was talking to Joe Pa a couple weeks ago when the Masters was on. Here's another. Would you rather? You tell me what you would pick. You get to play one round at Augusta in the Masters with Tiger Woods' ability. You get to pitch 7 innings in the major leagues with Roger Clemens' ability.
Okay.
You get to take 4 at-bats in a major league game with Bryce Harper's ability.
That would be cool.
You get to play 1 game at quarterback with Tom Brady's ability. Or you get to play 1 World Cup game with Messi's ability.
I'm choosing Brady or Harper. I think. Yeah, Brady or Harper, probably.
I kept sneaking to that Messi one though too. Like imagine playing for Argentina, or playing for Team USA in the World Cup final, and that would be
cool because then you're just like a nationwide hero instead of like one baseball team's hero.
And there's literally billions of people watching. Look at JJ McCarthy.
Yeah.
Oh,
Eddie, flash the mock draft here for me again. So coming up, I have Dallas Turner, Fashanu, and Adunze, 8, 9, 10. The Falcons, as badly as they need pass rushing ability, it would not shock me if they go Adunze right here. Drake London and Adunze with Bijan Robinson for Kirk Cousins. That's not bad.
Yep.
And then from there, then we get into the quarterbacks. Maybe that's wishful thinking, but we'll see. The draft room's standing up. The pick is in. Let's do it.
Let's think here, though. They have a new defensive coach, correct?
They do. You think corner?
I think Dallas Turner's not a bad choice here. Yeah. Turner or Latu. I think it's way too early for Latu, but
he was the guy we've said this whole time. He is either going to go first defensive player off the board or fall to like pick 28. There's no in between.
And I've heard rumblings about him
to the Falcons.
Yep.
Well, good rumblings, bad rumblings.
Good. Like they were in on him.
I can see it. It's all about how you feel about his medical. Because if he didn't have a medically retiring neck injury that forced him to transfer, and a college staff told him do not play football,
no doubt
he would absolutely be like the number 1 edge rusher off the board. So that's where it's kind of tough when you're doing mock drafts like me and you, just out here on our own. Like we're not privy to the medical information.
I thought we were flying here, and then I realized we're on pick 8, and we've been going for an hour.
No way.
Oh,
oh my God. Yeah. I love the Falcons. They're the best.
What just happened?
Oh my God. They're the best.
How long did they sign Kirk Cousins for?
I don't know, but they gave him a lot of money. That is so funny. They're the best. This team is just the best.
Oh, I love it.
That makes no sense, and it makes all the sense. Wow. Hey, that helps us.
I will
check another one off. That's 4 quarterbacks, 2 to go.
I love it.
Come on. I love Michael Penix.
Yep.
Also, this play, let's set the record straight. He did not get in. I cannot believe this is the first highlight. The Indiana-Penn State game, for all my Penn State people, his knee was down before he hit the pylon. He did not get in. God, that game was frustrating. Man, can someone take a look and see what Kirk Cousins' contract was? Because that is hilarious. Kevin, you know what the craziest part of that is? They're under tampering investigation for getting Kirk Cousins. So they might lose picks next year. And they just drafted a quarterback.
It's the best.
They're the best. I love the Falcons.
Oh, that's amazing.
That skews the draft so much. Obviously helps us. But wow, I love the Falcons.
So now the Bears really do have a.
My friend
have-
just texted me and he goes, first highlight of Michael Penix, a 2-point conversion that wasn't actually a 2-point conversion. Not that us Penn State people are still salty about that,
Not at
but
all.
we are. You're right, though. Bears, this is awesome. You get Rome Odunze, you get Fashan. The two guys that Caleb Williams personally named are both on the board for you.
Yep.
You can go a variety of different ways. I mean, really, like you can go edge rusher. You can do anything, really.
Oh, it's so good.
The best. Thank you, Falcons. Thank you, Falcons.
I love it. I love it.
Also, if you want to put into terms like how long the draft goes, this is actually absurd. Halftime of the Eagles or halftime of the Sixers just came and went. They're back playing again. We went through 2 picks. We did,
and I really thought that they were moving. It felt like they were moving a little bit more than usual.
They did 3 technically. The Penix was the last one. They did 6, 7, and 8 while we were at halftime. So that's 15 to 20 minutes, and we did 3 picks.
The Vikings are so mad right now.
Oh, they definitely are. They thought that surefire they could have got him at 11.
Yep. Oh, that's hilarious.
That's so funny.
Kirk Cousins.
Cousins signed a 4-year deal.
Oh. Mel Kiper's going nuts.
What is the play? Like, I don't get the plan, but okay.
Me either.
They have to love Penix.
Maybe they're going to flip Kirk Cousins.
But they didn't need to. Like, someone else could have just signed him if they wanted him so bad. Like, who's going to be like, oh, I want Kirk Cousins now, even though I didn't sign him before?
And let's tamper to get him.
Yeah. Like, them losing draft picks to then draft a quarterback is crazy to me.
Oh, it's so good.
Oh, yeah. Oh, tee him up. Yep, that's a technical.
If I'm Kirk Cousins, I'm livid right now.
Easy technical. Yeah, well, I mean, that's insane.
Like, give me a weapon. Get me some help. Don't get me a backup.
I love how we're like, well, they've needed edge rusher forever, but it would also be cool if they get a wide receiver. No. Quarterback.
All right.
Bears pick in.
I would love Rome Odunze here for them.
I think it'd be the coolest thing. Here we go.
Brian Thomas Jr.
That'd be also wild. Rome Odunze.
Rome Odunze.
Wow.
There it is.
The Bears, we talked about cool teams. They're definitely creeping up into the cool factor. Odunze, Keenan Allen, DJ Moore. Crazy what the Bears have turned into and the different like elevation they've taken aside from the Panthers here. Tie game, Maxey, come on, baby.
I think he's going to be so good.
I think he is too. I love that. You and I both love that Washington team.
Yep.
We're high on everybody. I was high on Penix, but apparently the Falcons were even higher than I was.
And when he was at the combine and he just was working by himself after, we got a trade.
Let's
trade
go.
alert. The Jets are on the clock.
Who do they trade it to? Minnesota.
So Minnesota just came up one spot.
They came up one spot, but that probably means quarterback.
JJ
coming
McCarthy.
Up one spot. That means the Raiders or the Broncos.
Yep.
Are probably trying to come up
This
ahead.
This is JJ McCarthy, no doubt about it.
You think so?
Yep.
Wow.
Because Denver loved him.
Mm-hmm. Unless there was some edge rusher that you're in love with.
Wait, Minnesota's
edge rusher too.
Why does it say Minnesota's still 10 and 11?
Wow. They gave up pick 23?
No chance.
No way.
Maybe that has to be wrong.
That has to be wrong. Eddie, can we check Twitter and see if that is the compensation?
Yeah, because I haven't touched Twitter. I haven't been.
I'm staying off of it.
Oh no! It changed. Jets.
Okay, right. It's to the Jets. Okay, that would have been crazy.
That would have been insane.
Back to the Bears real quick. They've done everything right to build around the quarterback, and you almost have to feel for Bryce Young and the Carolina because I mean, it starts with them getting the first overall pick, but they had to trade DJ Moore to do it. They had to give up the draft compensation, like that pick right there. And instead, wow, I mean, this is
brother's
the
a
way
big
you
Bears
build around a
fan.
young
It
quarterback.
Makes me happy. I secretly kind of root for them because my brother's a Bears fan. So that new stadium that they're building looks like it's going to be nuts too.
I heard people were upset about the parking though.
Parking?
Yeah, there's no no parking at all.
I don't know if there's parking. I've been to Soldier Field once. I don't know if there's parking now.
I don't think there is.
Yeah.
I just saw Chicago people complaining that there's no parking.
What are your thoughts about it having a dome though?
I kind of
love snow football.
I do like snow football, but Chicago, like I don't see snow. Here's my take. I love snow football. So
Not cold football.
Cold football, like I love that the Steelers are outside. I love that the Bills are outside. I feel like the Bears just play in like negative wind chills. Like it's just windy. They should like name the city about the wind and make like a nickname out of it or something.
I just don't like when I think of Bears football, I just don't see like them into like the Vikings. I don't know.
Yeah.
Remember when the Vikings had to play it?
Minnesota?
Yeah.
Crazy season. And Blair Walsh missed that field goal.
Yep.
That was actually wild. And it was because the dome collapsed because of snow. That was even more wild.
Was Brett Favre the quarterback then?
I think he was.
Yeah.
That is an unlocked memory in the brain that wild.
And like, yeah, because I think they were like talking about like because his arm was all messed up and like how cold it was, and they weren't sure how his arm was gonna. Remember, he tore his bicep.
It wasn't that the next game they played the Packers and he threw the dumbest interception in overtime of all time, wasn't that it? Or the Saints or somebody.
I still love that he like had to go just be awful at the Jets to get to Minnesota.
Yeah. And then Rodgers also went to the Jets.
Mm-hmm. I still can't believe he tore his Achilles 38 seconds into
38
the season.
seconds in. Crazy. So you think this is quarterback, right?
I think it's JJ.
If you're trading up, you're trying to fend off the two teams behind you who need a quarterback. So I feel like it has to be. And they might have saw Penix go off the board and they're like, all right, well, we can't screw around.
Yep. We got to do something now.
This is our dream scenario. This is our dream scenario. Somebody come up for Bo Nix.
Yeah, please.
Please. That completes the and all of our receivers are going off the board too. This is our exact. We need Brock Bowers off the board. Like let's keep it going.
Oh yeah, well, I don't know why we didn't put Brock. We have a new follower to the show.
Hey fellas, first time, long time. What does JJ McCarthy to the Vikings mean for LeBron's legacy?
Oh, I think it de-goats him.
JJ McCarthy, LeBron, or Michael Jordan?
JJ McCarthy, Michael Scott,
Michael
or
Jordan.
Mose.
Definitely.
There's a guy who a kid that is at my gym every morning, and one of my buddies, and he like I said he's a cyborg, like he just like lit and he just like runs on his treadmill like so fast like this at 5 a.m. I'm like, I don't even know if he's awake. And my buddy goes, oh my God, he runs like Mose. And now I can't get it out of my head. When he's running after the car.
How many times could the Knicks scream at the refs after they were handed a game before they get a technical? Dear Lord. They're screaming at them.
Ask LeBron James.
Ask LeBron James. Ask JJ McCarthy. Fuck.
So they got
They
got the number 10 and a 6
smiling.
for 11. The 11th pick, a 4th, and a 5th rounder.
Okay. That has to be quarterback. That sounds
Such
like
a punchable face.
Yeah.
He
I
looks
love
like
that.
he should be in like what's that show?
Outer Banks.
Outer Banks.
Dude, him and the girlfriend look like the cast of Outer Banks. She literally looks like the girl. That's so funny. Maxie, boom. Come on. Dude, when that is so crazy that you said that because I was literally thinking it. I was like, she looks familiar. I was like, oh, they look like the
it's
Outer
so
Banks kids. How about that show? That was speaking of 2020 when we did that stream. That show was like a classic. Just that held up in that summer because it was just like, yeah, that's cool. They're running around doing cool kid shit, chasing treasure. I'm stuck in my house. Like, oh, look at
Stuck
this
here
one
doing
treasure.
nothing.
That was a
Oh.
big thing. My friends used to make fun of me because everyone was like in it because like they had like a attractive cast, and
Yeah.
I was just like, I love that they hunt the treasure. I think it's cool.
Oh God.
Oh, God, I can't believe you thought at the same time I was thinking it.
Oh, it's so funny.
I love that so much.
Next year at this time, I'm gonna have 2 kids in this house.
That is wild.
I'm like,
This show just for birds and boys fans. Where can I subscribe?
yes.
No, we do the full NFL draft. I even scream about the NBA on the side. At Birds vs. Boys Pod on Twitter. Subscribe on the YouTube page, Birds vs. Boys Pod. Closing in on 1,000 subscribers. We should do that by the end of the night.
All right. Don't say anything about the people that are coming out and giving the pick, Aiden. Yep. Don't even look.
Kevin, take me home. I'm sure they're a very nice family, and I know what's coming in my future when this show gets canceled. And I will
Don't say a
know that
thing.
happens.
They're very nice people.
They are nice people, and I'm sure they are healthy.
The Taps family.
Yeah, they got taps and something else.
Let me know when they pick.
They're waving Trump flags.
Well,
I'm just kidding.
oh boy.
Shut up.
Hey, that kid did really well last time.
I just text my brother, who's a Bears fan. I go, the Bears are going to be so much fun this year. He texts me back, why?
Your brother likes the Bears, and he said that?
He's got a young kid, and he works late. He probably has no idea the draft's even on.
Uh-oh.
JJ McCarthy.
Good for this kid. He said it. Yep.
There it is. There it is.
Let's go. This is playing out perfectly for us. 5 of the top 10 picks are quarterbacks.
Yep.
This is fantastic. This could not be going any better for us. Someone take Brock Bowers. Somebody take Keon Coleman. Let's go.
I keep forgetting Keenan Allen's on the Bears, too.
He is.
JJ McCarthy in purple. Justin Jefferson's fantasy value just went down.
Hey, but we talked about it, though. Like, why not get a quarterback? I don't know if this was the quarterback to get. Is Easy Tino still here? We can bring him up. This is his guy. This is the perfect landing spot. Now
Yep.
I'm bought in. I'm with Easy Tino now. I just wanted a quarterback to go to Justin.
Yeah, easy Tino. How we feeling here?
I was going to say, you cannot be feeling better than this.
Gets to throw to Justin
No.
Jefferson.
No.
The pick is in for the Jets already.
Fuck.
Brock Bowers, please.
Gotta be at this point. Guy just landed on Maxie's ankle.
Oh, no. Like bad? What? Replay?
Yep. I've been there, brother. Enjoy that walking boot.
High ankle?
It's not even high ankle. He landed on like the back of his ankle. You know,
Ooh.
like you turn it, like he usually rolls like this. He landed on
Yeah.
the back of his ankle, so it twisted like this, the opposite way.
Look at
There-
that guy. Who's this guy with the white sweatshirt on with the vest?
That's the agent
he's the
if I've
neighbor.
ever seen him. Or the
That's his
drunk
neighbor.
uncle. Yeah.
He's so drunk.
The kids at Outer Banks finally found the Royal Merchant. Good for them. They got the gold. Oh, man, you're right. Attractive kid. He's got a punchable face. I feel
Right?
bad saying that. What a pick.
Oh God, him. You see him and Drake May outside a bar in Boston, both yelling at the bouncer, telling the bouncer, "Do you know what my dad does? My dad's a lawyer at Schwartzman, Klein, and May."
Yeah.
Okay.
In McCarthy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because they got cut off.
Yep.
Didn't pay their bill. Let's go, baby. Come on.
Do you know what my dad does? He's a patent attorney.
He's a patent attorney. He's the biggest tax attorney in the state.
You're never gonna have a job again.
I'm going to sue this place.
This bar stinks anyway.
They're there every weekend.
Yeah,
They haven't bagged a single girl at that bar.
never.
McCarthy's an attractive fellow, though. Embiid, come on. Also,
right,
by the way,
so-
Kevin, we're about halfway through the third quarter. We're halfway to the Eagles pick. Do you see what's going to happen?
Problem.
This
Very
is
tired.
going to be this Vince and Eddie. We are either going to have the best content night of our life, or this show will be canceled by morning. Or Kevin's hosting by himself because
Yep.
I'll be. Hey, fellas, missed the beginning of the draft. Surely the Patriots used their pick wisely, right? They definitely did not draft the second coming of Carson Wentz because that would be a crazy thing to do.
Oh my
And the
God.
highlight tape looked nothing like the Carson Wentz highlight tape. Jets selection, how do we feel? I feel like Brock Bowers is probably.
Do they need O-line still?
Ooh, they do.
No, that's what. Yeah.
Good pick. Great pick. Really good pick.
Smart pick.
Smart pick. They got draft compensation. That guy was supposed to go top 10. They get him at 11. Traded back, get extra picks, and you still get a good guy. Wow.
Olu Fashanu and Tyron Smith. So does that mean he plays right tackle this year?
I guess so. He played right tackle. Embiid, another one. Another one.
I need a score update here.
79-76ers. Embiid's got 27.
79-70?
Yes, 79-72. Hartenstein has not missed a shot. He's 8 for 8. That when I thought the Sixers would win the series, I was not counting for Hartenstein shooting 85%. Oh yeah, another one. Another one. Another one. Come on.
Here he goes, ladies and
He's got
gentlemen.
30. He's got one fucking cornea left. His knee is a hamburger helper, and he's got 30.
Embiid has 30?
Yep.
Wow.
Oh, Josh Hart. These Villanova kids, they're here to ruin my life. Josh
Yep.
Hart, 31% 3-point shooter. He's shooting 50% in the series.
They said, thanks for rooting for us. Now we're going to break you. All right,
Lowry
Broncos pick is
corner.
in. Let's go. Just break it up to the board.
Come on. Hell yeah. What?
My wife is texting me. I said the draft started at 8. It's 9:30. They're on pick 11 of 32. She says, "Yikes," because they interview everyone's fucking mom. Like they all say the same thing. They're so proud. Of course, no one cares. Are you seriously going to stay awake for all of this?
We have to. Sorry, Lisa.
Because they interview everyone's fucking mom. she says.
Maxie. Oh, that was our first missed 3.
All right, Broncos. I mean,
Bo Nix.
Bo Nix, please.
Officially, Bo Nix. Realistically, Josh Hart.
Look at the kid next to Bo Nix. Look at who is that? Just
Which
laying
one's Bo? I
down.
couldn't even tell which one he was.
I mean, if they don't want to go, I mean, they were just horrific. They could, I feel like, upgrade anywhere. Do you want the best pass rusher or the second best pass rusher in the league in the draft?
Yeah.
Do you want a quarterback? I don't think they're going to go receiver here because well, they could go Brian Thomas, but
It's got to be Dallas Turner. It's got to be, well, unless they go quarterback.
yeah.
We need Denver or Las Vegas to love Bo Nix. That saves Fuaga. That saves Fatanu. That will do numbers for us. We need the Bengals.
I think we're
to take
starting to enter your range.
We are.
We're entering Eagles attack range.
Eagles. I like that. We're entering Eagles attack range. I like that a lot.
I think hold on, let me see here. Give me the draft order. All right, let's see here.
12, 13, 14. So the New Orleans lock of the century is them taking a tackle.
But
They need
yeah,
offensive line help so
I think
bad.
if Fuaga's there, it's done.
Yep. That's tough. That is tough. Sixers, 6 for 8 on threes in the second half. Come on, baby. Come on.
Maybe 15 to the Colts. Come up and take Turner.
Would they, though?
Maybe 17 to the Jags.
I could see the Jags going with Brian Thomas Jr.
Mm-hmm.
I really could.
But do you think they could move back to 22 and still get him?
They might. They probably could, because I don't think like the Bengals probably aren't going to go receiver. Well, they might because of the T. Higgins situation. Maybe T. Higgins gets drafted tonight. Hey, we're coming up on our thing. We thought that the Raiders would trade for Dak Prescott. That was our hot take of the century.
Can you imagine? Oh, that would be hilarious.
This would absolutely be our best content night.
Until the Cowboys took Bo Nix.
Come on, Kelly. Guy crashes into a car once a week, but he can sure hit a shot. I see. I had in my mock draft, I had Latu to the Broncos. I'm going to stick with that. Unless it's a quarterback, I think it's Latu.
ESPN just tweeted one of those like picture things, like Atlanta Falcons offensive playmakers: Kirk Cousins, Michael Penix, B.J. Robinson, Kyle Pitts, and Drake London. Are they all going to be on the field together?
Probably. They're going to go 2 quarterback system. Remember when the Eagles drafted Hurts?
Yeah.
Campaign. Come on. Remember when the Eagles drafted Hurts and they were like, the league is trending towards a 2 quarterback system. And that was like one of the reasons. All right. We need Bo Nix off the board in the next 2 picks. And we really start to lock in on people we can get.
All right. I think, I don't think they're going Bo Nix.
This is just wishful thinking. I hope they get him. Because if they don't get him here, who's your quarterback? That's my only, like, there's no shot of any, like, this is it. Then there's a
Rattler later.
Maybe.
I'll give him, there we go. I'm going to say Dallas Turner.
You think so? My guess is Latu or Bo Nix, but Bo Nix is wishful thinking. Yes. Yes. The dream is alive. 6 for 6 quarterbacks off the board in 12 picks. We couldn't have done it better. Oh, baby. This is the best. Kelly Oubre, we are cranked up.
Look at Bo Nix. That's another show.
Yeah, Succession. The delayed reaction there. He hasn't called his name yet. They've had it on this family room forever. These poor people.
I still don't know. They're watching on. Oh man,
watching
he's
on
gonna be
Tubi.
such a bust. He's gonna be so bad.
You think so?
Yeah,
I don't know what to make of these guys like Bo Nix and Jaden Daniels because we're in a situation we've never been in before where they played for 6 years. So are
Like,
they
he
good? Or
wasn't
are they
good
not
at
good?
Auburn.
Oh, that hit that he took is crazy. Embiid, put it up there. Another one.
Is he hitting threes?
Yeah. He's got 35. Coming down the
Majors on the
stretch,
clock.
third quarter. Look at this. We're on pick 13, end of the third quarter. Oh, baby. This kid's real interesting. Good board. Oh. Bo Nix is the one prospect I don't know what to do with. JJ McCarthy, I was like, no. Michael Penix, absolute yes. Drake May, too much. Like, Allen Iverson loves it. That means I love it. Come on.
Raiders pick is in.
Who do they take at this point? All 6 quarterbacks off the board. This could be Dallas Turner. Dallas Turner and Max Crosby together. Well, they'd take that in a heartbeat, right?
Oh my God! Look at Joe Pop. Oh, you're not. Look, he just texted me a tweet that he just tweeted.
We should bring him on the show.
Look,
Spencer Rattler.
please. This could be. Can you imagine if this is Spencer Rattler? For the
Sam
first
Hartman
time in
off the
league
board?
history, 6 quarterbacks have been drafted in the top 12 picks.
This was exactly what we needed.
Couldn't have cooked it up better myself.
Nope.
But is this when the O-line starts to run here? My God, look at
It will.
JJ McCarthy and Bo Nix next to each other.
Picture day was not
And
kind.
look
to
at
us.
Drake May. Drake May. Oh my God, he's going to be so bad. Look at Eddie.
Sorry, fella.
Drake May looks like that bully in 4th grade.
Yeah, he really does.
Give me
He looks he literally looks like a Hollywood bully, like the bully in like Mike at the orphanage. That's what Drake
Oh,
May
yeah.
looks like.
All right.
Or what's his name from 13 Reasons Why? The
Yep.
bully, the 13th reason, that Bryce kid. He actually really looks like him.
It does. All right. This starts the landmine. The minefield. Here we
You
go.
think so? Brock Bowers
Bowers.
off the board.
Let's go.
Alive. The dream is alive. We are in the Eagles attack zone. Come on.
More.
This could not be working
More.
out any better. Holy shit.
Hey, Saints.
Don't do tackle.
Brian
Tap-
Thomas.
Yeah, Brian Thomas. Spencer Rattler. I'm looking at people.
Why
This
is that girl with the leg tattoo so mad?
Wow. All right, so here's guys that are left. Talise Fuaga, Troy Fatanu, Liatu Latu, Dallas Turner, Byron Murphy, both corners, Terrion Arnold and Quinion Mitchell,
Graham Barton.
Graham Barton. Wow.
Wait, all right. So hold on.
Wow.
Hold on.
We might have to redo our math. This math is going even better than we thought.
Fuagu is there. Fatanu
Yep.
is there.
This has to if the Saints don't take Fuaga, what was the point of all of this?
Barton is there.
Hey Vince. We're here. We're having a great time. And I haven't gotten us canceled yet. Thank you, campaign.
Eddie may have.
Oh, he did. We did. Yeah.
Eddie said the K
Unalive.
M. Look at her. She's just like, huh?
The Sixers scored 43 in the third quarter.
Look at the kid behind him drinking. He's so drunk.
Oh, I missed it. Remember the COVID year, another COVID year thing where that you were like space limitations and stuff like that. And then
Yeah.
Chase Young, like his
Dude,
family
somebody's
was
playing
clearly
solitaire.
hiding.
Played solitaire. Oh no, look at the screen.
Oh, I did look like solitaire.
Yeah, remember Allie was raiding everybody's room situation,
Yeah.
pillows and
Remember Eddie got kidnapped?
oh my god, yes.
That was an all-timer. Campaign. Oh,
Dude, the Eagles might not have to move.
the way things are going. I told you, I want to get into the danger zone, not danger zone. The attack zone to me is getting to 19 with the Rams because I feel like we wouldn't have to give up a second round pick at that point. Anything above that, I feel like we have to give up one of the second round picks. The way this is trending, we might not have to give that up. Oh, fuck.
Could Indy give Richardson another weapon? Brian Thomas.
I think Brian Thomas will go before we are up. I think he would go to the Jaguars at 17. I think we're going to see tackle corner right now.
You know what's going to happen? It's going to be even funnier.
Maxey. Come on.
Nate Wiggins is going to be the first corner off the board.
That would be the funniest thing. Someone's going to talk themselves into Cooper DeJean.
Yep. If you sit at 22 and get Arnold or Mitchell, I'm going to be so mad.
Not having to trade up at all and getting one of those guys would be unreal.
And I'm still going to get stuck with Tyler Guyton.
Graham Barton.
I don't know if he survives this gauntlet here. You watch, you're going to fucking take Graham Barton.
That would be the funniest outcome because I think you're a lot more sold on him than I am. I guess he could play center and Cam Jurgens would just stay a guard.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, just time parallels update. 10:42 left in the fourth quarter for the Sixers. We're on pick 14.
Wow.
This is getting dangerous.
Yes, it is. All right. I have
We'll
to go.
see.
I will be right back.
All right. I'll hold it down in the meantime.
What the?
I'm here. Thanks for joining us, Eddie. The new owner of Drake May.
What's the return policy like?
You don't get one for the next 4 years.
What do you mean? I don't understand.
Well, I don't know how to break this to you. You're stuck with him.
I really wanted Jaden Daniels. I knew we weren't going to get MH2, so I wanted Jaden Daniels.
You should have sucked a little bit more last year is the problem.
We were just so bad. Honestly, it was the games we brought Bailey Zappi in that fucked us.
Maxey, again, he has 25. Embiid has 35.
How many free throws has Maxey taken, though? We got to make sure Twitter's happy.
Brunson has taken a lot. He's about to take 2 more. He just got an and one.
That's not who I asked about. But
Maxey has taken 2 free throws the entire night. He's been fouled twice.
Okay, well,
You're not going to win this officials war.
Brunson's taken 3, so I don't know if you're getting a little worked up over nothing here.
I wasn't worked up about that. I just think that the lean backs into a guy because you have no bag is this is Brunson's best game. He was 8 for 29. Don't bail this guy out if he can't score.
Brunson's taken 4 free throws, and then Max is taking 4 free throws today.
I didn't have a problem. Oh.
Make it make sense, Aiden. Make it make sense.
I didn't have a problem with the free throw thing. I had a problem with the fouls that they were calling. We're done with the Trae Young lean backs and stuff like that. Back into the
I
draft.
just don't think Philadelphia gets to dictate anything when it comes to fouls.
We do not.
So, unlucky.
We haven't really. Oh.
Hi, Kevin.
Welcome back, Kevin.
Hello.
Did someone get a snack?
I went pee and got a snack.
Nice. You didn't miss a pick either. I can't believe they're slowing down as we get through the middle rounds.
My wife is actually sitting in the family room watching this. I can't believe it.
Really?
Should I take my blood pressure while we're here?
Okay. Do you do that? Is that a
Huh?
thing? You do blood pressure?
That's how old I am.
You didn't miss a single pick. The Saints can't be taking that long. You need a tackle. Choose one. This couldn't have worked out better for the Saints. Fuaga's there. Take him.
Or don't.
Or don't. Yeah, actually don't. That helps us out a ton.
Please take Latu.
He's going to fall too.
Why are these people singing on stage? Just shut up.
Yeah, we're not doing concerts on stage.
Yeah.
We're not even halfway through the draft. What are we thinking here?
What's Mel Kiper saying?
He's mad about the concert.
Gotta tell you, this is not a concert. An NFL
He's
draft
like
should
a-
not be about
really like
celebrations.
even
It should just
leave
be
us
about
out,
players and analytics and getting the right guys to the right positions. I think Bo Nix, not my quarterback. Think he went a little high. Had him ranked 42. He went 13.
Then Lewis Reddick,
Yeah.
he was interviewing for GM jobs.
He does that every year.
Sometimes I got to give it to him.
I see the Cowboys war room here. Not much stirring.
Guys, what are we doing that we're
Will
stuck here on
McClay? Will
14?
McClay on the phone? Oh. Will McClay's talk. He's looking
Kevin,
at the board.
they're
pointing.
doing a whole concert on stage.
Yeah,
What
this is why.
this?
Yeah, all right, let's go.
Okay.
All right, I think Fuaga is the smart pick here. But I mean, you never could get a future quarterback after and Spencer Rattler than right now.
Take Rattler.
Sam Hartman.
Talise Fuaga.
Yeah, I mean
Yep.
that's the smartest thing. in
That
the world.
fell in their lap. That's just being smart.
Yep. Hate it so much, but
What can you do?
well, this dude's gonna kill people. Look at their shirts with him on it.
Oh yeah. That's the
The
coolest
baby's got
draft
it.
room
The
that we've
baby has
seen.
the shirt on.
I can tell just about. I don't even run the highlight tape. I'm looking at him right now. He'll be good. I can tell.
Yep.
No doubt about it. He's good. Dad's crying with the shades on. This little kid's just wandering in front of the camera screen. This is the best. This is what the draft is all about.
All right, there
6'5",
goes
324.
legitimately our first like landmine that we would both want that we didn't think was realistic, but
We knew we would have to trade up to get him.
mhm.
They don't. He goes at 14, but the way it's falling, it's been going well for us so far. I would have loved to have him, but you're right. Just feels a tad bit unrealistic here. And then,
So we got Alt, Fashanu, and Fuaga, right?
yep, that means Fatanu's still there. The dream is still alive for me. Very exciting. Fuck. This is
and
this
Latham. Sorry.
Latham went off the board too.
Yep.
Both corners are still there.
Wow.
Fatanu is still there. There's still things to be done for the Eagles right now.
What does Indy need?
They need corner.
Yeah.
They needed. I saw that they're interested in Brock Bowers too. I know they need corner. I feel like this will be one of the corners off the board right here. Probably Quinyon Mitchell, but yeah, I don't know. I feel like it could definitely be one of the corners. Those edge rushers are falling though.
Yep.
I didn't see them mock to the Colts too much, but they also didn't expect them to be there.
Like there's a legitimate chance at this point that Verse could be there for the Cowboys.
Yeah. Remember he fell in our draft and we were like, oh, we screwed up big time. But now we're at pick 15 and he's still on the board. And it's like, okay, well, if they go corner here and the Bengals need offensive line and the Steelers need offensive line, they're showing the Eagles fans. Did something happen? No, they're just going fan by fan.
Talk to me here about your thoughts of this being Brian Thomas Jr.
Great pairing with Michael Pittman. Anthony Richardson was awesome a year ago. So, yeah, I think that'd be a great one. I don't think it's him here, but I'm all about loading up around your quarterback and getting Anthony Richardson as many as possible, man.
I mean, I hope it's one of the corners. So
I think it would be this is a classic, like it's a fun pick.
Wow, Cooper DeJean, he's got ranked
4th.
higher than both other corners.
Yeah.
Holy.
Wow. I haven't seen that at all. Like, I haven't seen any mock draft where Cooper DeJean was ahead of Quinyon Mitchell or Terrion Arnold.
That's surprising there,
That's an
Mello.
interesting one. Dallas Turner still sitting there. We didn't see a single mock draft where he fell out of the top 10. We're here at 15 and he's still up there. Oh boy.
Oh, is he getting some sun chips? Oh, Doritos.
Charge.
You cannot get that red Dorito on that green suit.
That is a risky move with the green suit and the Doritos on draft night. There's my guy. Look at Fatanu. That's a handsome man.
Look at those.
Baller. Come on.
Look at the hoagie trays in the background.
Oh yeah, that's a draft.
They're
party.
just in a conference room. They just rented out a conference room.
Yeah, they did. Looks good.
Look, they got shirts too with him on it.
Kelly Oubre, baby. Kevin, this is literally like coming down to the. It might happen legitimately simultaneously.
Where the Eagles are picking and the Sixers game is ending?
There's 7 minutes in the game. There's pick 15. What is happening that 14 and 15 are the longest ones of the night?
There's no chance that they pick within the next 7 minutes.
Well, you know how NBA goes.
Minutes.
Embiid, another 3. He has 40.
That's insane.
He's got one eyeball. Have you seen the thing about him blinking?
No.
Josh Hart may murder me.
There we go.
This kid can't shoot, and now he can shoot. It's crazy.
Pick
How's that work?
is in.
So what do we think here? I'll tell you what. The Saints and the Colts, this worked out really well for them.
I think I'm going to go Brian Thomas Jr.
You think so?
I don't know why. Give me weapons around my young quarterback.
I like that. I think I'm going to go. Well, actually, take a look at my draft. Oh, wait. Yeah. I'm going to go Quinyon Mitchell.
Oh, there's their stat. Look at that. Look at that room.
That
Look
would
at
drive
that
me
room.
insane.
Holy. I would love to be involved in that. Just sit there. Look at Shane Steichen's leg. That's a lot of leg to be showing.
That's a
there,
lot
Shane.
of leg with no sock. That's a calf. That's not even an ankle.
That's an ankle. He doesn't have a calf.
Ankle.
Come on, Roger.
What happened here that we slowed down right in the middle?
Yeah, I don't understand.
I'm going to need another Buffalo Trace here in a second. Vince, you missed it, by the way. Thanks for coming on and help us out. We're drinking.
Pick's been in for 10 minutes.
They did a full concert. They did a whole Coachella set in between picks. All right. Well, I said Quinyon Mitchell. You said Brian Thomas Jr. Dallas Turner.
Latu.
Oh, baby. Wow. First of all, this is just mean, Allie. I need to see a live Sixers Aiden collapse. I don't, for my sanity. I need 3 more Embiid threes.
Wow. It's a hell of a haircut, too.
Yeah, it is. Pick 15. Okay, so Dallas Turner, Jared Verse, Troy Fatanu, both corners. So we're all the way to 16.
You're not moving. There's
We
no
can-
need to move.
And you know what? Like, if I'm the Dolphins, I'm probably going D tackle, the pick before us at 21. Nah, that's not a guarantee, but you know, if they go Byron Murphy, that makes sense with Christian Wilkins leaving. Oh man. But I genuinely think one of these corners might just be there at 22. The way this is going. This, unfortunately, at pick 16, I think could be Fatanu. We need pick 17. We need
That's
Jaguars.
where I mocked him there.
Yep.
I
It
mean,
makes a lot of sense.
He's
But I'll tell you
local
what, though.
kid, obviously.
I think at 16, like Dallas Turner is still there.
Yep.
He could go at pick 16.
Dallas Turner going 18 to Cincinnati with Henderson requesting a trade.
Could be. I don't think Dallas Turner lasts us. So
If he's there at 22, you taking him?
probably at that point, like it's just best player available strategy. Them trade. Then I will be over the Hassan Reddick trade if they go. Franklin the dog is shooting half court shots from a ladder on my screen right now.
All right, here's a question. 22. Let's say both corners are still on the board. And Dallas Turner.
Corner.
Green Bay calls you and
Yes.
asks you to come for them to come up and you go back to 25.
Ooh. What do
And
we?
they're
What do
gonna
I
give
give?
you 25 and a 2.
So I have 3 second-round picks.
No, I'm sorry. That's and a 3. A 3 and a 6.
Yeah, sign me up. So then I take my 3rd-round pick back that I lost for Kenny Pickett,
Yep.
and I have a 6th-round pick.
And you probably still have a shot. Like you would probably have a shot at. You might have a shot at Dallas Turner still
That would be
at
very
that point, or Jared Verse.
Yeah, I think Dallas Turner goes off right now, but that keeps the Fatanu dream alive.
Mhm.
That keeps the corners dream alive. And yeah, you're right. Like, but if those guys go off and you're like, all right, well, maybe I'll just trade back to 25 and recoup my pick.
And I think that would be if he doesn't go 20 or 21, Barton. That would be Green Bay trying to jump ahead of Dallas to take Barton.
Ooh, yeah. Do you think we get another trade situation with you and I?
I don't think so.
Ooh. If Josh Hart hits another 3. Thank you, Lord. Well, you got the offensive rebound, though. And then they hit a 3. Oh, this team won't die. Just die. Just let me have a moment.
Why isn't he on the stage yet? Or is that before? Oh, that's before. It's a replay.
Oh. Oh, boy. I need the Sixers to not do this to me. Oh, no. Don't
What?
do
What's the
this.
score?
They were up 14. The Knicks just hit back-to-back threes. They're up 8. There's 4.5 minutes to go.
Oh, boy.
This is... I've seen this movie many times. That's a foul. Yep. Oh. Kevin. We had a good run. Man, this could be bad. Vince would love it for content purposes, but I will not be healthy. Whew. Don't do this. Don't do this to me. Don't do this. Don't do this. Please. Don't take Fatanu. Don't blow this playoff game. Don't take Fatanu. Don't blow this playoff game. Please. Please don't do this to me. Ugh. I can't watch either. I went from watching both, though. I think I can't watch either screen. Pick is in for the Seahawks. We needed a commercial break after our concert at pick 14.
This is
Oh.
going to start the O-line run. That's
You
going
think
to
so?
fuck me.
Well, Fuaga already went off the board. You think like a Marius Mims, though? We're in an interesting situation.
Now I'm falling. I'm like, do I want Jared Verse if he's sitting?
Yeah, you're like, you were on Grant Barton forever, and then our plan is working out. This evil plan has really been concocted.
I still think Verse is gone by latest 21.
You think
Barton,
so?
or Barton.
I think that's what happens with Turner. If he keeps falling, he'll be off the board before Verse. Man,
I think Jacksonville could snag one of your corners too.
you think so? I can see that.
Cowboys are. There's things happening in the war room.
Get the board. Oh boy, Kevin.
What's the score?
They're up 8-3, a little under 3, or a little under 4.
It's not over till it's over. If we've made
Oh,
that clear
it's
this
all
week.
over. Come on. Let's have a good possession here, fellas. Hold the ball. Hold the ball. Hold the ball. Make the picks. Hold the ball. Make the picks. Hold the ball. Come on.
So
Please.
are we both going Troy Fatanu here for Seattle?
Yes, unfortunately.
Yeah. Is that Brian Thomas?
God. Oh, thank you, God. Every shot that goes up takes a year off my life.
Oh, I could see Dallas Turner being this pick though. He looks like a Seahawk. He could be a. And you got to think too here, who the new head coach is.
I can't.
Former
think at all.
defensive coordinator for Baltimore. Dallas Turner sitting there. No.
Wait, what?
Seattle's new coach.
Yeah.
Ravens former defensive coordinator. Dallas Turner sitting there, staring him in the face.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that wouldn't be too crazy.
It would not be too crazy. They need a lot of things, though.
Yeah.
The worst part about all this is I have to pee so bad.
Go. Oh, well.
Can't.
I mean, if you run, look, there's another concert going on the damn stage.
Nah, I'm going. Tell me what the Seahawks do.
All right. Seahawks, Jacksonville, Cincinnati. I think this is where the Cowboys are going to lose some of their picks that they're looking for here in terms of offensive line. I don't see Fatanu. I mean, he's not going to get past Philly. And I don't see Graham Barton lasting past Miami. So this may be where it fell perfectly until it didn't. Seattle is on the clock. We both think this could be Troy Fatanu, the tackle / guard from Washington. I also don't think Dallas Turner would be the craziest pick with him still sitting there at 16. So we shall see. I don't know why we're showing highlights of U.S. and South Korean Air Forces. Okay. Oh, they were just showing the U.S. and the South Korean Air Forces flying planes.
Oh, I missed it. Oh man. All right.
Okay, here we go.
Seattle.
So we're saying
we gonna do
Fatanu, but
here?
I'm throwing a flyer in there if possible. Dallas Turner.
Dallas Turner falling like this is crazy. Just whatever helps the Eagles at this point. Oh boy. I can't tell. Byron Murphy.
Byron Murphy. Let's go.
Wait, hold on. I mocked that in my draft. Dude. I'm actually doing pretty well. That helps. That's another one. That helps.
Yep.
We talked about it. Byron Murphy, Johnny Newton off the board. We're starting to look all right. We're
Wow.
starting to look all right.
Byron Murphy going before Dallas Turner, huh?
Wow. The Jaguars now, they're in another great spot. Like this worked out pretty well for them too.
Yep.
This is another one I had. I have them going Brian Thomas Jr.
Look
but
at that.
the same
Look at that
time,
necklace.
Some of these guys, the grill on JC Latham.
He's a hell of a player. Oh,
Yeah.
trade alert. Trade alert.
Wait. Oh my God. Minnesota. Oh, but they're coming up for who? Who do they want? Who do they want to help with?
Brian Thomas.
Brian. So, dude, could you imagine Jordan Addison, Justin Jefferson, Brian Thomas Jr.? So
Do they need a corner?
they do. So that sucks.
Do they need an edge rusher?
They do. This could be anything, really. They could go either position, to be totally honest with you. The Sixers are up 10. There's 3 minutes left. I've watched this horror movie so many times. I know when the killer is right around the corner.
So wait, have we had only 2 trades in the first round and both have been the Vikings?
They're both the Vikings.
All right.
Send it that way, baby. Come on. Hopefully, I will say that if this is Dallas Turner, you get into real, like, we don't have to trade at all to get one of these corners. I think Cincinnati, probably at this point with Bowers off the board, they're probably looking to go offensive line. It would be Amarius Mims.
Yep.
Kyle Lowry. Come on.
Lowry.
Come on.
I think
I'm a little shocked they didn't go with Fatanu there at the Seahawks, but hey, I'll take it.
Who is
Jalen
Minnesota
Brunson.
coming up for?
Oh, I thought that was their war room high-fiving for a
Yeah.
second. I'm like, who did they want at 17 like that? Seahawks, though. Let me pull up my mock draft here for a second. But I had them going Byron Murphy. I was looking at the board, and I'm like, okay. Yeah, I had them going Byron Murphy and then Brian Thomas Jr. right here, so that could work out.
Yep.
Kevin, if I would have put money...
You would be a very rich man.
Damn.
Here we go. Vikings. Who is it? Corner, Fatanu, Turner.
I feel like it's got to be Dallas Turner. I think Dallas Turner. I think so.
Yep, Dallas Turner.
Dallas Turner. That would make sense to trade up. And hey, he didn't get any Doritos on his green suit. That's a fly suit. You just gotta be real careful wearing that suit and eating Doritos out there. That's a move. Okay. So Dallas Turner off the board.
I feel like Cincinnati's like Troy Fatanu just fell in our lap.
Yeah. They're doing jumping jacks. Unless they love Amarius Mims, I feel like they're like, okay, Fatanu. So that kind of sucks. I think my dream is about to die right there.
Wow, is there any way Graham Barton actually falls at 24?
The way this is falling, it's looking good for you.
I mean, I don't know if I see him getting past both Pittsburgh.
The problem is Pittsburgh, because if Fatanu and Mims
Miami
go before this, I think Miami probably, well, they need a lot of stuff.
I mean, they just lost their center.
They lost their center. They lost their best defensive tackle. That's a fire suit. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, it is.
That green suit is fire.
With the Converse.
That's a good outfit. What a night for Minnesota.
I know.
Dallas. So they get Dallas Turner, who was supposed to go in the top 10. They take JJ McCarthy in the top 10 instead. And then they get Turner at 17.
Oh,
You ask a lot of people those picks. If you tell somebody they picked at 11 and 17 and they got those two, they'd be like, all right, they got Turner at 11 and McCarthy at 17.
right. Yeah, exactly. Who is Jalen Brunson to get this whistle? Are you kidding me?
What's the score?
We're up 11, but he's at the line with 1:47 to go.
Who is he to get this whistle? The way they blew the whistle on his dad when he's getting jerked off in that massage parlor.
Vince told me don't do that on YouTube. I'm not saying anything that's not already reported on the news. That's just a statement of fact.
Diana Rossini saying Kirk Cousins, she is told, is a bit stunned.
I would be, Kirk.
You imagine he tomorrow it's like Kirk Cousins has demanded a trade.
That would be like the Frank Gore Eagles jerseys where he played 2 games. Kevin, it's down to 7. There's 1:18 to go.
Breathe.
I can't. I love Batum. He's scaring the hell out of me. He can't dribble. Oh boy. Well, I'll tell you what, this fell really well for Cincinnati. I think this has to be Fataanu.
Mm-hmm.
I think, Kevin, every draft stream that you and I have done together, we've said the same thing. We've said, look, get some offensive line help.
Yep.
To help Joe Burrow.
Yep.
Here we are 3 years later, still doing these draft streams. We're still saying the same thing about
Here
them.
comes Brian Thomas Jr.
There you go. I was going to say. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh.
Do you think
Free throw. I may die on this stream right now.
do you think Joe Burrow goes into the war room and tosses it? It's like, guys, fucking protect me.
Yeah, at what year is he just please, please? That Kevin Hart clip, he's like, help me. Help me.
I can just throw it to Jamar Chase all day. That's fine. I just need fucking time.
I need 3 seconds.
Can you give me 3 seconds?
All right. Batum with the block on Hartenstein. Embiid did smack the shit out of his head, but that was after the block. Oh, what a block. Come on, guys. I'm feeling good.
Come on, guys. Really?
Two Embiid free throws. He's got 48 on the night. 55 seconds to go. We're at pick 17. 18. 18? This is the Fataanu pick. If the Sixers win and this is not Fataanu, I'm feeling pretty good. Jalen Brunson doesn't play basketball.
Oh.
He's in the Trae Young level.
Yep.
What you just can't stand it. I cannot stand it.
All right. Pick is in for the Bengals.
If not Fataanu, who would it be?
A corner.
Could be. Well, now
I don't see it being Brian Thomas with the Higgins thing.
It could be Jared Verse if they're serious about trading Trey Henderson, who is 29.
Any chance it's Newton?
It could be Johnny Newton. We saw him in top 10 of mock drafts, so him going here at
He looks like a Bengal.
Yeah, he does.
All right, I don't need a Wendy's commercial right now. Come on, guys.
Neither do I. Although that does look really good.
Yeah, what is that? Is that like a? Ooh.
They got Cinnabon at Wendy's. That's
Yeah.
a move. Caitlin Clark on the screen. That means they're going with Cooper DeJean.
Here we go. That would be perfect.
That season starts in a week.
I know. That's insane.
That's actually
Hey, Logan.
Hello, Logan. We can put that up on the screen. Hello, Logan. We're 2 hours in, and I'm still alive.
We're getting close.
It's a close one though.
But yet so far.
This almost did Kevin work out simultaneously. There's 40 something seconds left in this game. We're at pick 18. This we talked about this earlier, but how well this worked out for Detroit. One, they did it in Detroit, but two, they've been so they have been bad and now they're good. But also now that they're picking at the end, it keeps everybody there the entire time.
Could this be
Birds.
Mims?
It could be. I think in my mock I had him going to the Bengals. That would make sense. Logan, I see your Go Birds. Who is your pick of the people that are left for the Eagles to take? I guess we might have to wait on the Bengals. Don't jinx it. Tell me after the Bengals pick. I realistically think it could be Mims.
Ooh, Logan wants Mims.
Ooh, whoops. I took his. My bad. Wow. So we're saying Mims here at 18. He could go 22 to the Eagles. We'll see. But it's the corner from Toledo. We'll see. We shall see. That's my pick. I hope since he gets Mims. Well, Logan, we may never know because they're still doing a concert on stage. Did they do this at other drafts, or am I losing my mind?
This is what?
Did they do the concert at other drafts, or am I just losing my mind?
Probably. But it's just, there we go. Come on.
God. I was walking at a snail pace here. Come on. All right, so we think it's Mims. That might be wishful thinking that it's not Fetanu. Here we go. Marius Mims.
Mims. Boom. Logan, we got it.
I'm doing the math, and the math is starting.
The math is starting to math.
Oh my God. This is doing things.
Unless both
I feel like we'd have to trade
go
right
off the
here
board
though.
in the next 3 picks.
Come on. 0 sacks allowed in 774 offensive snaps. That's a wild stat. He's a large, impressive human being.
Yeah.
I thought that was the Green Bay logo for a second.
6'7", 340. Only had 8 starts in college.
Look at it. Just the size alone, I think I'd be in. It's like when they drafted Mulatto. I was like, oh, yeah.
I cannot believe the Eagles are going to sit at 22 and they're either going to get Fetanu or they're going to get one of the top 2 corners.
Yep. They might. If you're the Rams,
I mean, they're gonna.
The Rams, if they go Johnny Newton here, defensive line, heir apparent to Aaron Donald,
Yep.
the math now works out that we would have Fetanu or either of those corners because Dallas Turner would still be there too. By the way, Embiid's going for 50 as we speak.
Oh, man.
49 from Embiid. The board is falling the right way.
God,
This is feeling pretty good.
Man.
This is feeling good. Oh, baby. Also, the Cowboys have a great chance to center from Duke.
I hope you were right,
And
Logan.
that's
I am just
50.
very fearful of Pittsburgh and I'm fearful of Miami. Now, there are players still on the board that not expected. Like a Jared Verse is still there. The corners are still there.
We're looking good. They're playing the song. Come on. 2 for 2 today. Phils win 5-0. Sixers win Embiid 50 ball.
Oh.
Give me the draft pick that we want. We're good to go. Hell yeah.
All right. Arnold's on the clock. Arnold and Fetanu are both there.
Fetanu
Fetanu and Mitchell are there.
Fatanu. I like Fatanu more than the corners.
Arnold and Mitchell are there.
Oh, that's the question. Probably Quignon. Probably. I'll tell you what though, I like both. I'm a
Yep,
little
so
surprised
do
they're
I.
both here, but it's just because of the quarterback thing. I'll gladly take it. So whichever, if they're both there, I'm not going to complain either way.
My dream is that Pittsburgh or Miami take Jackson Power Johnson, JPJ, because I don't think the Cowboys will. Doesn't seem like a scheme fit for them. They don't really like the player, so that would be my hope.
I could see
Look at
that.
this. Are they just at someone's house here?
Don't they like get the mansion off the coast, don't they? They did that in the COVID year too.
Yeah, that's right.
That's the most LA thing of all time.
Oh yeah,
And then
look,
a draft
they're
party on the
literally
beach.
having a draft party on the beach.
You ever look at people and you're like, their life is just ultimately way better than
Just
mine is?
different.
Yeah.
But they pay $19 a gallon for gas, and a shack is $1.3 million.
True. I'll tell you what though, I'd have took the shack that the Rams draft party was in. I saw so Peter Schrager said that the Rams are going to take an offensive player. Now, you can only read into so much of what these guys say,
Yep.
but I'd read into what he said, considering that he hosted a podcast with Sean McVay. So if there was a source in the Rams front office, it'd be him.
Unless it's gaslighting. Sean was gaslighting.
He could be. Logan agrees. He says also the Falcons fire everyone. What a terrible pick. That was the funniest moment of the night, bar none. The pick made no sense, but
Hilarious.
nothing the Falcons have done in their existence has ever made sense.
Like not throwing the ball to one of the best playmaking tight ends ever to come out of the draft.
That is correct. Remember that game that you guys beat them and they had to come back and they did the watermelon onside
Watermelon.
kick?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
We were down like 41-13.
Yep. I just reached do not disturb area on the texts because there's 6 million flashing and
Yep.
I don't want it ruined for me. Although I don't know, are people actually leaking the pics on Twitter?
This could be verse.
Did Dallas Turner go or did my mind get wiped?
Hey,
Logan's had a big
all right,
week.
Logan.
My wife and I just burst out laughing. Also, I just got married like 2 weeks ago. It's dope to be able to say that. Congratulations.
Congratulations, my
Big
friend.
week for you.
Welcome to the crew.
What would be more exciting for you, getting married or the Eagles drafting Terrion Arnold? Big week. Congratulations. He might be watching this from his honeymoon.
Welcome to the crew. Don't blink because you're going to run around and there's going to be a toddler running around, ruling your house before you know it.
And then there'll be 2 running around.
And then 2 for me. Yeah. Here we go. Jared Verse, I'm going to say.
You think so?
They need a pass rusher.
There you go.
There it is.
The math is in my favor.
Holy shit.
I love when these evil plans come together. Everything works out. So I'm going to get one of the 2 corners or Fatanu at pick 22. They're all going to be on the board. Oh, by the way, Embiid at 50 and the Phillies won.
This is
When everything
unbelievable.
comes together. It is rare that these evil plans work out, but they've worked out. Coming down the stretch now. Oh, boy. This also works out really well for you.
Possibly.
Well,
Let's see what happens here. The next 2 picks.
Pled the 5th. We'll see after pick 22. I think the most shocking thing, well, the most shocking thing is obviously Michael Penix going to pick 8 after the Falcons tampered and then gave Kirk Cousins a 4-year contract. But the second most shocking thing is the lack of emphasis on edge rusher, which seemed to be like for the past 5 years, like the premier position in the draft, aside from quarterback, obviously. And then the 2 guys who had any chance of going top 10, got mock top 10, are just they both go off the board in like 18, 19.
Oh man, here comes the minefield.
We're in the trenches now. Oh boy. Oh man. They're comparing him to Cam Jordan.
Starting to get nervous here.
I'm starting to get relaxed. I feel like I can talk myself into a lot of different things at this point. I would not, if they took Nate Wiggins, I feel like I'd be a little disappointed.
God, I hope they're all on the board and you take Cooper DeJean.
I wouldn't hate that.
Yes, you would.
Compared to who else was on the board, I'd hate it. I don't hate him as a prospect. Kevin, there's not many white football players that are also basketball players who dunk with alley-oops off the rim.
Very true.
So I'll take him.
All right, so would we say let's rank our guys still on the board. So we have Fatanu still on the board,
Number 1.
Arnold, Mitchell, Newton, Barton, and Newton's still there. Yeah, and Brian Thomas Jr.
What if we went Brian Thomas Jr. and we just said, fuck it, and we were just going to have the greatest offense of all time? Do you know what I would do if I went from Quez Watkins to Brian Thomas Jr. as my wide receiver 3? Or like got Keon Coleman at pick 50 because we didn't have to give up one of these second-round picks? Could you imagine what that would be like?
Dude. All right, I'm going to say Arnold, Fatanu, Arnold, Mitchell, Barton, Newton. Those are my top 5 still left.
Barton is 4.
I mean, yeah, and then both those corners, I think. I'm not saying for the Cowboys, just overall.
Oh, in general, like talent-wise.
I mean, I don't think you can put Barton above either of those corners, prospect-wise. I mean, if you ask Mel Kiper, apparently, it's probably Fatanu and Cooper DeJean are his top 2 left.
What's crazy about that is not a lot of people even had DeJean playing corner right away. They had him playing safety. And he has him ranked the number 1 corner. And everybody said
this rating
like,
may be second-round pick.
Yeah. He'll go to he seems like a Packer to me.
He's going to somehow go to the Chiefs, and they're going to play him on both sides of the ball.
Yeah. They're going to get Ladd McConkey, and he's just going to be that guy. It's like, how is he open every single play?
Yep.
Can't you see it? I watched his highlight tape. The separation he gets on routes is disgusting. Yep. He's so good.
This really should be Fatanu.
I told you about this. The Steelers see him as a center, which would save you if they see Fatanu as a center and take him over Graham Barton. Or he could just fall. Chiefs will get Worthy. Yeah. The way the corners are, or the way the wide receivers are not coming off the board, they're probably going to have a litter.
If you take Fatanu, you're playing him at
right guard. Yes.
And then is he your tackle of the future? Or you're going to keep him at guard?
Yeah. So with a lot of those guys like Fatanu played tackle at Washington.
But I think he's projecting better as an interior player in the league.
Yes. I'd keep him there. I told you my strategy. It's like instead of projecting me, just go get out. Just get a mauler. Just get a guy and be 5 for 5 on the offensive line. Like, it's cool that a lot of those guys like Fuaga can play multiple positions,
Yep.
and like he would transfer to be JC Latham is the same. Like they could start at guard and move to tackle once Lane Johnson retires. But at the same time, like for now, going 5 for 5 on that line and just being
Oh, yeah.
solidified at every single pick is perfect. I know they're high on Tyler Steen, but at the same time, I thought he struggled a little bit last year, and him being like that 6th man on the line where he can play guard or tackle. The depth and the talent on that line would be incredible. Like losing Jason Kelce and that being your line is ridiculous. I was in Pittsburgh last weekend and we walked by the stadium. Seeing it say like Acrisure Stadium instead of Heinz Field is ridiculous. That's not a thing.
Yep.
It's Heinz Field forever. They've got 2 quarterbacks. They could also go Brian Thomas Jr. Now I think about it, because they traded Deontay Johnson.
Yep.
They have George Pickens, but they don't really have any receiver help beyond that.
Yep.
They don't seem like a receiver in the first round type of team. They're a build through the trenches, get TJ Watt when some other teams that won't be named take Taco Charlton, stuff like that.
All right, I'm going. This is either Troy Fautanu, Barton, or Guyton.
I think my dream of Fautanu dies right here, but you know what? Embiid had 50, so I'm not going to complain. If they're that high on him, if the Steelers are that high on Fautanu and he falls into their lap at 20, why would you pass him up?
Now, if one of those corners is sitting there for me at 24,
you're Graham Barton. Every mock draft we did, it was like, oh, I didn't realize that Terrion Arnold will be sitting there. The Alabama boys, Trayvon Diggs, Terrion Arnold back there. That'd be all right.
And Cam Hayward. Are they going to take Newton?
That'd be a move. His heir apparent, he calls it on stage. Selection. Here we go. Let's see. I didn't realize this was going to be a speech. I thought he was.
Yeah, me either. I was trying to read his lips.
The crowd's hanging strong. I know that, again, that's because the Lions pick at 28. That worked out so well for the NFL. Evil Empire just keeps on rolling.
Come on, Cam. Pittsburgh Steelers select Troy Fautanu.
Fuck.
Yep.
My dream is dead.
Okay.
But my dream is still alive. I didn't have to trade up when I got one of those corners. Oh, my goodness.
Wow.
How does this always happen for us?
He seems like a Steeler.
He's going to be so good. They have Isaac Seumalo, too. So they have
Yep.
Fautanu and Isaac Seumalo. He does seem like a Steeler. 6'3", 317 pounds. That's a big fella. If you're the Dolphins, I don't even think they go corner. I think we're going to have our choice of corner, to be honest with you. They need edge rusher. They need defensive tackle. I think they'll go with the other defensive tackle from Illinois to replace Christian Wilkins.
I need Barton to get through here.
What if they took Barton for their center? You get robbed of your guy, and I get to choose whichever corner I want.
And I get stuck with Tyler Guyton.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I did see something that we would take Tyler Guyton because he trained in the offseason with Lane Johnson, and then it would basically be like Lane just training his heir apparent. Oh, boy. Oh, Kevin. Oh, boy. This is great. This is something.
I can't believe.
Isn't it funny when it all works out like this? Do you see this guy on the screen just absolutely screaming?
Oh, yeah.
The Dolphins fan holding the 1972 rally towel. That's something. We can't go to commercial now. The pick is in the pick before us. We got to keep it rolling.
Cowboys are on the phone in their war room.
It's probably because we're 3 picks behind.
And they could be.
Logan has changed his pick, you know.
It could be people calling Dallas to want to
move
come
up.
up from one of the corners.
Yep. For Cooper DeJean.
Arnold, Mitchell, Wiggins, DeJean, they're all there.
They're all there. All Kool-Aid McKinstry. All the top 5 corners, and none of them have gone. Or calling up because none of the receivers have gone. Brian Thomas is still there. Xavier Worthy, Adonai Mitchell. They're all still there. Oh, baby.
I need so do I, Logan. So do I.
Me too. I can't believe it worked out like this. We should with this.
I think there's like you guys, Green Bay at 25. They need a corner.
Worked out very well for them as well. Because even if we take one, they'll be sitting there looking at Cooper DeJean, Nate Wiggins if we don't go with those guys. But it worked out. Like we mapped out exactly how this would have to go. And it worked out to a T. We were like 6 quarterbacks off the board. Has to happen. 6 went in the first 12 picks. That could not have worked out any better.
Oh, yeah. On the bottom, it says Michael Penix went 8. Forgot about that. That was about 7 hours ago.
If we get Mitchell, I'm going to lose my mind. I thought he was going to go to Seattle. JJ McCarthy at 10 is
Miami lost their D tackle, right?
Christian Wilkins went to the Raiders, so they could go Johnny Newton. They could go center, and they could go receiver. The Dolphins are in a precarious position, to be honest with you, because they were good but not good enough, and then they lost some guys, and they don't have a ton of picks.
Watch, this is like Chop Robinson.
I'll lose my mind. Well, I mean, we have the pick of the litter. I wouldn't even hate Chop Robinson if we got him.
Yeah.
Everybody in the chat, don't look on Twitter for the next 20 minutes. That's how long it'll take for these 2 picks. Don't tell us.
All right, so you got 2 wins so far today.
I got 2. Phillies won 5-0. Embiid dropped 50. We beat the Knicks.
I mean, at this point, you have a win. There's so many good players on the board. So
true. And we did not have to trade. So tomorrow, we will have 2 second-round picks. I'm assuming we'll still trade one of those to recoup that 3rd-round pick.
I mean, you could, yeah.
But
you could easily
we did not have to give up anything.
I could see the Eagles moving up to the top 5 in the 2nd round.
We could do that.
There's been so many good players picked in that area the last couple of years, like Joey Porter Jr. last year.
Yep. That 30 to 40 range has become NFL starters.
How is Cooper
DeJean?
Look at this. Look at his best available.
Cooper DeJean, Brian Thomas Jr., Xavier Worthy, Graham Barton, Quinyon Mitchell. That's like the opposite of whatever.
Where's Arnold?
That'd be what everybody else has.
Where's Arnold?
Not on there. Adonai Mitchell was ahead of Xavier Worthy on a lot of people's. He's not on there. So yeah, that is something. That is something. Oh boy. That is something.
All right, guys. The pick's been in for 5 minutes here.
We can only, no offense to Detroit. I'm sure it's a lovely city. There's only so many skyline shots at Detroit that we can take. Yep. There's 3 buildings there, and they're all owned by the same bank.
They could go corner, too. I forgot they lost Howard.
They lost everybody. Tavian Howard. They lost Christian Wilkins. They weren't that strong on the offensive line to begin with. Even at defensive end, edge rusher, they lost Jalen Phillips tore his Achilles. So I don't know what the timeline on that is. So there's a bunch of different ways they can go. This fell really well for them too because they have a different.
Here we go.
Let's see what we get. Miami. Let's
Chop
see.
Robinson.
Chop Robinson.
Didn't I just say that?
I
Holy
can pick
shit.
whatever corner I want. Oh my goodness. This could not have worked out any better. This could not have worked out any better. Oh my goodness. I cannot believe this played out like this. Oh, what a day. This is it. I can't believe it worked out like this.
All right, let's talk. Eagles are on the clock. Is there anybody else you would go besides one of those two corners right now?
Unless Lane Johnson was like, yeah, Tyler Guyton, he'll be as good as me. When I was working out with him, I believed it. That's the only other thing that I could think of now. What do you think?
They just say fuck it and they go Newton and they just build the great wall of you can't go anywhere.
Wouldn't even hate that either. It would definitely ruffle some feathers. Because of how badly they need corner. Like talking everyone into another season of watching James Bradbury and Darius Slay and then drafting defensive tackle, I think would be a lot for people to handle. But at the same time, like you said, just build the great wall up there. Oh my goodness. They were making us trade up to like pick 12 today. We fell at 22. We're going to get the corner of our choice. This is unbelievable. If they even go.
So you're on the clock.
We are.
But Barton has gotten through the biggest part of the minefield.
Yes.
Any chance Philly takes him?
We could.
And we keep
Cam Jurgens at guard. Graham Barton goes to center. It wouldn't be my favorite pick, but I think it'd be the funniest one because of how
me.
Yeah, because you'd be upset. I think that would be funny. Him torturing, like him being the second coming of Jason Kelsey when you were like, yeah, I want Graham Barton would be objectively very funny. We'll wait for the pick, but what a day so far.
Dude.
I mean, wow. This couldn't have worked out any better. A.J. Brown extended. This is incredible. This is the best.
The funniest part is Barton's going to be sitting there at 24 and Dallas is going to move back.
We could see it. That was your two differing things. You were like, oh, trade down or Graham Barton. What if they trade down to avoid Graham Barton? They're doing handshakes. They are on the phone. I see Howie Roseman on the phone. Oh, baby. We're going no ties today, boys. Everyone's wearing the same suit and dress shirt. Express is going out of business, and they took all those suits. Well,
all right,
he's not on the phone. Howie Roseman's on the phone, and he's not on the phone.
Make your pick.
Mine? Well, Quinyon Mitchell's not on the phone. And Terrion Arnold. Okay. Well, now I'm just confused because neither corner is on the phone and Howie Roseman's on the phone. So who's he talking to if it's not them?
Graham Barton.
Graham Barton.
If the Eagles take Graham Barton, I think that would actually be
perfect.
Funniest.
I'll talk myself into him just because. That'd be so funny.
Who's that?
Nate Wiggins.
Oh my.
Oh boy. He keeps reaching for stuff, and I keep thinking it's the phone because I saw Howie on the phone. So I think it'd be really funny if it was Nate Wiggins picking up the phone while he was bobbing his head.
How does the face paint guy just get everywhere? What?
I don't know. What is his job? What is his financing looking like? Oh man.
And how bad must his skin be?
The kid next to him looks like Cooper DeJean. Now Jeffrey Lurie's on the phone. If they're still on the phone and neither corner is on the phone, all three corners are on the phone, is it Cooper DeJean? Oh boy. This is This is suspenseful because now I thought we were getting the pick of the litter with those two corners.
Yep.
Kevin, I might be ruining your day. I might just be ruining your day. What if the plan all along was to solidify the line, but it wasn't the right guy? It's like a 22 Jump Street when they're like, we're looking at it from the wrong angle. This could be it.
Oh, get the clip ready, boys.
Oh boy. I'm going to be happy no matter what. That's a lie. I should knock on wood right now.
Nate Wiggins.
Getting okay. So they showed Terrion Arnold. They showed Quinyon Mitchell. This is not the end all be all, but neither of them were on the phone. Nate Wiggins wasn't on the phone. So if the Eagles are on the phone with somebody and it's not them, who could it be?
Cooper DeJean.
Cooper DeJean, Graham Barton, Brian Thomas Jr., which would be the most hilarious pick of them all.
Tyler Guyton.
Tyler Guyton, another one. Yeah. And Guyton, like I said, is another guy like Jason Kelsey picked Cam Jurgens and said, yeah, this is the best prospect I've seen. He can be the heir apparent. He can be the center. I know that Lane went back to Oklahoma and trained and worked with Tyler Guyton and worked on footwork and stuff like that. He could have came back and be like, yeah, take this kid.
Mm-hmm.
So none of that would shock me. The least exciting thing probably would be Guyton, but at the same time, I think about it like this. When they drafted Cam Jurgens and Jason Kelsey was like, yeah, he's really good. I'm not going to argue with the greatest center of all time. I think he knows a little bit more than I do. So if Lane Johnson's like, yeah, Tyler Guyton, he's good, you should draft him, I think I'm going to be okay with it. Okay. Here we go, baby. I can't believe this worked out like this. If it's Graham Barton, I'm going to laugh in your face. Oh, my goodness. Oh, who do we got? Who do we got? Come on, baby. Come on. Roger, tell me who we got. Is he giving a speech? What are we doing? Being on mute is the most suspenseful thing ever. Because I don't know if he's about to tell it now or 45 seconds from now. I've never been more nervous.
They're probably talking
for
about,
last
probably
draft.
talking about Brazil.
Yeah. Or that, yeah. Actually, probably, yeah. I can't believe that we're going to Brazil. Everything about
Graham
this is
Barton.
wild. Graham Barton. Graham Barton's going to Brazil. All right, now he's got a card. Are we reading the pick? The face paint guy. Jordan Mailata reading the pick from Australia. Oh, yeah, I forgot they're doing a program in Australia. This is awesome. I trust Jordan Mailata with my life. Give me a good one. Come on, baby. Who do we got? Quinyon Mitchell. Let's go.
Okay.
Let's go.
Makes sense.
We got the number one corner off the board. Didn't move at all. Stayed at pick 22 and got the number one corner. The evil plan has worked. Phillies 5-0. Embiid 50 ball. Quinyon Mitchell, the next great thing in corner. The Eagles did it. Oh my God. Isaiah Rodgers.
I mean,
Keith Ringo,
I can't
Quinyon
hate
Mitchell.
it.
Oh my
Like, that's-
God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
I think they're going back to back corners here. I think Jacksonville's
so?
going to take Arnold.
Oh my God. Look at this tape. We
My,
talked about
my
this
wife
this
just texted
week.
me, why doesn't he look happy?
I'm happy. I'm very happy. Getting a kid from Toledo goes against my entire life, but yes, in. Kevin, we talked about this multiple times on the show. The Eagles have become super serious about the athletic measurements and the advanced athletic metrics he tested off the
Hey,
charts.
Look at him here against Notre Dame.
Off the blitz. I feel like I'm watching Lito Shepherd. I'm watching Lito Shepherd reincarnated. We could not be more back. Just when I thought I was out, they pulled me back.
They had to trade up to 15 to get him.
They were looking at mock drafts today where they had to trade up to 15 to get one of these guys. They got him at 22. We didn't even move. We have 2 picks tomorrow. Everyone is stupid and dumb and moronic, and we're not. It's the best feeling in the world. We're surrounded by idiots, and it's the best thing.
My wife texted me, but seriously, why does he look so mad?
because he's got to be
He's just
calm.
locked
He's a
in.
corner. He's got to be a savage. Look at this. He's guarding Marvin Harrison Jr. Watch him get cooked. Nope. 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 Locked.
All right. So this is my projection.
Quinyon Mitchell is a Hall of Famer. That's mine.
I think Jacksonville goes Brian Thomas Jr. and Dallas is sitting there with Arnold and Barton on the board.
You think so? What of those two guys, who would you want?
I don't know. I never thought I would have a chance at Arnold. I think I would go Arnold and try and get my center in the second.
This is just one quick Sixers thing, but Joel Embiid has Bell's palsy. Just when you think the Sixers can't get any weirder, that's the injury we're dealing with this year. Bell's palsy. That just sounds bad, but he had 50 points. Look at the war room cheering. Look at the boys. Do you think like when they're on mute and people aren't watching, they're like, wow, this is so easy drafting all these people that just fall into our lap? This is back-to-back years where they were like, okay, who's the best defensive prospect? Jalen Carter? What if he just fell to 9? And then this year, best corner prospect on the board just fell to 22. This is unreal. We might go 2 for 2 tonight.
If they
Kevin, the last mock draft we did, I went Quinyon Mitchell and you went with Graham Barton. We might do it. We might just do it.
Or Arnold and Barton are sitting there and Dallas takes Guyton.
Well, that would suck. I can't believe he fell to us. We just keep getting away with it. Yeah. Do you think people around the league with Howie Roseman are like the meme from Breaking Bad? Is like, he can't keep getting away with this. Nick Sirianni looks like he has a court date for public intoxication. And that's what his suit looks like.
Stephen Jones is on the phone.
We couldn't draft Cooper DeJean because he's in the crowd next to the face paint guy.
The war room is talking in Dallas. He just hung up the phone. It's probably somebody calling them to come up.
So Barton might be there and they trade back. What if they trade back and get him? That'd be your ideal scenario.
That would be the ideal scenario. All right. Will McClay is on the
30
phone.
minutes when the Cowboys get the pick, even though they're pick 24.
Will McClay is on the phone.
I think that the Jaguars probably go Brian Thomas Jr. here, right? They lost Calvin Ridley. They need
I think so. Either Arnold or Brian Thomas.
Yeah, true. I guess they didn't expect Terrion Arnold to be here. I'm over the moon. I can't believe that happened. That's unreal. That is so good.
But I think they're going to take Thomas, yeah.
Ready for this? Quinyon is a Build-A-Bear corner, height, length, vision, change of direction, speed, intensity, ball skills, was the best defensive player in my draft by my grading, Ben Solak. We did it back-to-back years. The year before that, we traded for A.J. Brown. This first night of the draft day is the best.
All right, here comes Jacksonville.
What's your guess here? Mine was Brian.
I'm going to say Brian Thomas.
Yeah. It makes sense, right? Like, invest around your quarterback. Let's see.
Brian Thomas Jr.
There it is.
Terrion Arnold is on the board.
He is. All right. Statement.
I don't know.
You gotta. Terrion Arnold, Graham Barton, you're in the war room. Or do you trade back? Or do you take Tyler Guyton and ruin your night?
Fuck you.
This is your moment. You're in charge. Finally, someone else is in charge.
If they take Tyler Guyton right now with those two others on the board. All right. So Graham Barton got through the minefield that I've been talking about for weeks.
Yep.
He's there.
Dolphins, Steelers, Bengals, everybody.
He got through. But Arnold is there. A top 15 pick. Arguably the 2 or 1A cornerback.
Well, not one, though, because we did get the number 1 corner in the draft.
Trayvon Diggs coming
A
off
director's cut.
ACL surgery. There's deep centers in this draft.
They didn't bring back Stephon Gilmore, right?
No,
So they don't have a cornerback too.
they have Deron Bland,
Well,
which I think Deron Bland is great in the slot.
yeah.
All right, give me the Alabama boys. I want Arnold.
That's my strategy. That is so funny that
I'll tell you if the war room tips the cap with what coach walks in.
what's their war room setup looking like? The Eagles had like 50 people in there.
Cowboys have like a U-shaped desk. Jerry's sitting like this.
Weren't they on a ship during the COVID year? Something crazy?
Jerry's
They're like on a
sitting
yacht.
this. Oh, okay. This
How
felt
nervous are you?
perfectly for both of us.
I was gonna say that this could not worked out any better. We were talking about doing our final mock draft. I said Quinyon Mitchell and you said Graham Barton, and both of us said, I don't know if he'll actually be there. And here we are. We are the walking.
They're all
look at
there.
us.
Everybody's
thought?
there.
Not me. Yeah, everybody was there. I'm so glad that they are there because some other fan base has to talk themselves into JJ McCarthy. This is phenomenal.
Or another fan base has to talk themselves into Kirk Cousins and Michael Penix Jr.
Yeah. I think I could talk myself into Michael Penix. I was really high on him. But not after I gave another quarterback 4 years of guaranteed money and also just colluded to get him, and it's going to cost me draft picks. That's bad. Oh, man. I can't believe that we did 1 million mock drafts. They've got the war room of the Cowboys up now. We did 1 million mock drafts, and every single time we're like, this feels unrealistic. Yep. And then it fell exactly like that. So Cowboys about to pick. Eagles just picked. Make sure
there's their war room.
We'll have the full reaction. Aside from this, we did 1 million mock drafts on the Birds vs. Boys Pod YouTube. Subscribe on YouTube, please. At Birds vs. Boys Pod on Twitter as well.
Oh, I'm sure somebody's got to be calling Dallas about Arnold if he's sitting there.
They're still on the clock, though.
They're just like taught. Like the pick is not made for Dallas right now. They're literally debating.
We're talking about it.
Actually, that would have been funny if we could pull the war rooms up. We should have done that on the
should
screen.
have.
I don't know if we would have got kicked off YouTube though.
Probably. That would have been cool though. The dual screen where it's like us and then the war rooms.
Yep.
That would be cool.
That would be
I
awesome.
love the post audio of the war rooms, what goes into the pick. This
Stephen
year,
Jones
though,
is on the phone.
The Eagles probably were like, is this an episode of Punk'd? Like this just keeps happening where the guy that we coveted and didn't think would be there.
Stephen Jones just went like this while on the phone.
Did he really? That'll get clipped. He clipped himself.
I wish I could.
Is that real?
It. He literally did that.
That is.
And he's just still on the phone. And this clock is still rolling at 1:50.
They don't have a pick in.
No, they don't. I did tweet a couple months ago, the way this offseason is going, it would not surprise me if they missed their pick.
Nothing with the Eagles or with the Cowboys this offseason would surprise me at this point. If they were just like, we're not doing anything. We're not signing people in the draft, in free agency.
Hung up the phone. Now he's picking up another. Oh, he just picked up another phone. I think they're trying to move back.
2 phones.
They're trying to move back. There is a minute left on this clock.
Well, they better hurry up and move back. They got a minute left.
I think they're going to trade. I don't think they're going to make this pick.
It does not seem like it. If there's a pick not in and there's a minute left and they're on the phones.
If they trade away from Barton and Arnold, they want Guyton.
Good luck, buddy. Good time to remind everybody, Birds vs. Boys Pod on
Buffalo
Twitter and on YouTube.
Could this be Buffalo?
For who? Terrion Arnold? Because they lost half their roster? After this live stream on YouTube, we'll probably have a full breakdown of our entire draft class. Day 1, we've got rounds 2 and 3 tomorrow on day 2, and then day 3, we'll probably get into all of it. Kevin may not survive. The pick is in. I promised all that, and Kevin
How
it
is the
got
pick
close
in?
to him not surviving one pick. So
How
make
is
sure
the
to
pick in? I
subscribe.
don't understand how the pick is in.
But it might just be me. It might not be Kevin. He might be dead. So we'll see.
How is the pick in?
Because they ran out of time. They were like, just give us a card.
No, trade alert. There it is. Trade alert. I think they're going to go back to 29. Well,
Oh my! To Detroit. To Detroit.
that's all right. They got 29 and they got 73.
Okay. Yeah, but who are you going to take at 29?
Tyler Guyton.
Oh,
Green
boy.
Bay's going to take Barton at 25.
Oh boy.
I've been saying I've wanted them to move back. I just didn't think it was going to be with Arnold and Barton on the board.
I
Is
was
it-
gonna say, oh boy. Hello,
Are the-
Joe. Would you like to come on after this and make fun of Kevin?
I think I'm good with this. They lost their 4th round pick, so now they're going to pick it. Yeah. 29, 56, 73, and 87.
But who are you gonna get at 29?
We'll see.
What
There's
if
a chance
Graham
maybe they still get.
Barton- If you get Graham Barton at 29, then it's a success.
I don't
If
think
you're at
Graham Barton gets
29
past Green
and
Bay.
you're-
But
Okay. This crowd is electric. A lot of people there.
if he falls to 29 and they get him, I will.
So
This has to be Terry and Arnold, right?
it has to be. Yeah, the Lions need a corner. This makes sense to trade up. This is a home run pick for the for the Lions. This makes sense to trade up. This is a great pick if they get Arnold. They probably didn't even expect to be in this range that they could get him.
I'm good. Yeah, I think I'm happy with this, with not having the 4th. Now they're going to have 29, 56, 73, and 87. I think that means they're not pigeonholed in having to take a running back at 56. They could get maybe a Trey Benson or Blake Corum at 73. If they don't get their center now,
Do you think there's any chance
they possibly could take Morgan at 29.
I was going to ask that. Do you think there's any chance they take the kid from West Virginia, the center?
Frazier, it's possible. I think if they lose Barton here, I think the top would be Guyton, Morgan, Kingsley Suamata, Ia, and Frazier.
Terrion Arnold looks like he was about to cry, so I feel like that might tip the pick.
That's got to be a cool moment, actually getting drafted in the city where the draft is.
Yeah, because you're gonna go out and the 100,000 people are gonna just
Yeah. There's only one disadvantage to it.
what is it?
You don't get to get on the team's private jet to fly there.
You do eventually.
Yeah. Well, not by yourself. You're with a team.
Yeah.
That moment sitting on a private jet flying from like Mobile, Alabama to San Francisco.
I have a great video for you. Micah Parsons utterly disgusted by the Eagles drafting Quinyon Mitchell. I love this new tradition. It's like Thanksgiving, going home, Thanksgiving Eve, drinking with your buddies, having dinner the next day. That's the tradition. And my next favorite tradition.
Why isn't Mike
is
on our live stream with us?
Micah, yeah. Listen, that might be the most reasonable one we can pull off. Not loving it.
Okay. I'm okay with this.
But maybe, though. What if all your guys are off the board at 29? Maybe. Jerry Jones knows he can get Rattler at 29. That is smart.
I think
That
I
is
would. I
smart.
think I would like Jordan Morgan more than Tyler Guyton.
What about Spencer Rattler?
Don't say anything, Aiden.
Me? Oh, because there's the oh yeah. I'm gonna not get us canceled. How was I supposed to know?
Just say Arnold and move on. Yep, done.
Done. Makes sense.
I really would have loved to have him paired with
Trayvon Diggs.
Diggs, but
Yep.
all
Well,
right.
hey.
I think Green Bay goes Barton here.
I am so happy with the way that things turned out. What a 3-for-3 day.
Yep.
What
better
a
watch out.
day.
That Mercedes is going off a bridge tomorrow.
Probably. Listen, it was going off a bridge either way. It was either because of my bad luck or because things didn't work out for the Sixers and the Eagles, and I manually drove it off of a bridge.
I can't believe he made it to 24.
Both corners made it to the 20s. Very funny that we spent 3 months doing mocks and being like, oh, this don't seem like unreal. These seem like unrealistic unless we trade up just for that to happen.
Just unbelievable value. All right.
What's better? The Eagles getting Jalen Carter at 9 or getting Quinyon Mitchell at 22?
Mitchell.
I think so too. Even though the Carter one was crazy. Or how about getting AJ Brown twice?
All right. Here comes another minefield. It's all right. We walked one. Let's walk
You
another.
created a minefield though.
Yeah, no, but I'm okay. We've been talking about them wanting to move back. They wanted more picks, and I'm okay. I
got
like that 73. For not having a 4th round pick, I will take 73. Because
tell
then
you
that's going to give them so many more options now in terms of tomorrow night and when to take a running back, when to take a linebacker. They're going to have so many more options now having those 3 picks tomorrow.
It does, but it also limits your options at 29.
Yeah, but there must be multiple people that they're still good with, and there is. Like I said, moving back, I would be good with Jordan Morgan, Siamatu Ia. There's technically still a chance Barton's there right now.
That is the ultimate win. Is you trade back from 24 to 29 and you still get him. That's the ultimate win. Imagine DeJean following us tomorrow. That would be, I'm going to be insufferable if that happens. If I get both of those guys in the secondary and don't give up any draft ammo to do it, I will be insufferable. I'll tell you what, Kevin, this is a real, this night, you know what this night calls for? The clip of this small part of my life is called happiness.
Yep.
This is, as soon as this draft stream ends, you know what I'm about to tweet out.
Could this be Wiggins or McKinstry? If it's
I
not
think it could
Barton.
be Cooper DeJean too.
Huh?
Or I think it could be Cooper DeJean.
Or DeJean, yeah, true. I'm gonna sit back like this.
Back starting to hurt.
Huh?
Your back starting to hurt.
Everything's starting to hurt.
I did back at the gym today. I'm not gonna lie to you. I feel it right now. This is brutal.
I'm on a new workout program and I'm deadlifting 3 days a week, and it's like
Well, that'll kill you even if you're not sitting there in that chair.
at 5 a.m. too. Kill me.
Yeah. I'll tell you what. Oh, you can't take pre-workout. So
I drink espresso before I go in.
Oh, I was gonna say.
Yeah, don't worry.
I was gonna say I don't know how you'd be able to work out without it. Logan, you're in good company because I can't spell or read or do anything. So you're good. I'm just here to
This is not the show where you'd worry about spelling errors, my friend.
trust me. We went to
Aiden wants-
Pennsylvania public schools. We're on the TJ Tampa tomorrow, Aiden. Fuck yeah. Oh yeah.
All right. This is either Barton, DeJean, or Wiggins, I think. Newton's still on the board, too. Did I mock Newton to Tampa?
Yes. Or no. Remember Jared Verse fell forever in our
Yes.
draft
Hmm.
and he went 26. Or we did Chop Robinson. One of the two.
Yeah. I mean, Verse did drop. Oh, God. Enough with the Decker reported eligible stuff, guys.
I missed it. They made it farther than the Cowboys anyways. That'd be one thing if it was.
Terrion Arnold's getting attacked by Lions fans walking through the crowd. Literally just shoved some fan off from hugging him.
There's a
Look at
man
that bow
dressed.
tie.
He looks like Dr. Seuss. That is the. I feel like that'd be cooler than the private jet.
Yeah, might be.
Like you're out there with the fans. Problem is, he was a cool pick. When we had the draft in Philly, we took Derek Barnett, and everybody was like, well, that kind of sucks. I left for it after there. I was at the food vendor when I heard Taco Charlton.
I'm going Wiggins or DeJean here.
Me too. Doesn't DeJean look like a Packer?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, look like a Packer. I'll tell you what, no offense to Nate Wiggins, that would have been like the most yeah, he could be good. But with Quinion Mitchell, I'm like, he could be Lito Shepherd.
Mm-hmm.
Like you watch that tape, I see why Ben Solak called him the Build a Bear corner with that film.
There we go. What is
Jordan Morgan.
Jordan Morgan?
Oh no, Kevin.
Right.
Kevin. That's one name.
There goes one.
Joe wants TJ Tampa. Is that because of the name or because of the talent? We'd go double corner. That'd be wild.
Wow.
Oh, starting to sweat.
Huh. All right. So that's leaving Barton still there, baby.
He is.
Can you get past
Dream.
Tampa? I think this is a minefield here.
It is. Also, Kevin, best available, number 5 for Mel Kiper, Edrin Cooper. How about that? Interesting.
See, I don't think they're going to take Cooper there because of they picking up 73. They'll be able to get a linebacker tomorrow.
No, not necessarily the Cowboys, but just the fact that a linebacker is all the way
I
like
got you.
top 5. Well, to the Cowboys maybe, but just the fact that he's like, how often do you see that? We're in the first round and they're like top 5 best available linebacker.
They're going to take Jonathan Brooks.
I will laugh so hard. No offense to you, but the content would be great if they screw this up. The fact that we did good, you have to do bad. We need content for both.
All right, so we're down to Barton, Guyton, Kingsley Suamataia.
And we got 3 picks ahead of you. So Tampa Bay could be a variety of things. I think there's just absolutely no doubt. Well, I say that now, but the the way the board fell, I was gonna say wide receiver for the Bills, but I think they go corner as well now, just because of the way things
What
fell.
if DeJean's still sitting there at 29 for Dallas or Wiggins?
Could get him. I feel like 29 was a sweet spot for those guys. Cooper DeJean is starting to feel to me like a guy who's gonna go pick 34 tomorrow. You know, like
I
early
wonder why.
30s. Huh?
I wonder why.
What do you mean?
Cornerback.
Oh, because of his attributes.
Yes, his attributes.
I'm all in. Did you see the comment? Somebody on TikTok, it was like a Cooper DeJean highlight tape. And so someone commented, it was like, this is our Jackie Robinson.
Could this be Barton? They lost Jensen.
Yeah. They knocked it out of the park with Kalijah Cansey last year.
Could it be Newton?
Yeah, Newton was supposed to be.
Isn't Newton from Florida too?
Is he? How do you end up
Think
at
so.
Illinois? God, you got all those Florida schools and you wanted to go to Illinois. That's something.
Yeah, I could see him in Tampa. Newton, like Vita Vea.
Vita Vea, Johnny Newton. Whew, that'd be a move. Last splash before we call it. Kevin, you'll be shocked to hear this. The Buffalo Trace,
Coming
good.
out.
It's good. They
Watch
had
Dallas trades back again out of the first round.
If we waited all night, the stream is now over 3 hours. If we waited all night and they trade back again, we'll never do
need to go live tomorrow night.
Yep. Well, dude. Well, hey, listen, we can. I'm watching. They changed from Sixers coverage to Eagles coverage. I don't think I could be more in love with a man from Toledo I've never met. This kid. The Build-A-Bear analogy is now I'm seeing it. I mean, I obviously saw it before. We did it. We picked him in a mock draft, but wow. He ran a 4.33 340. But he's not small. He's 6 foot, 195. Yeah. So he's got long arms. I'm in love. Also passes the name test.
Buccaneers, they lost their center. They lost 2 guards. Who else is gone? Shaq Barrett.
They need edge rusher.
Corner.
So they need a bunch of different things.
Who's that? Is that the Hembo guy?
Is it?
I don't know. I don't think I've ever seen him before.
Me neither.
That looks like a kid that would be named Hembo.
I think his first name's Paul, but yeah.
14 straight offensive players selected.
6 QBs drafted in first 12 picks. Thank you. What a draft night. You know what I'm going to do?
The concerts, guys.
Yeah, what is this with the concerts? I don't remember this in any other draft. Last year after I was going to say I know what I'm going to do tonight.
Huh.
You know those memes is like he's probably thinking about like other girls and it's just like some ridiculous thing instead. Me last year when I came home from your house, I filmed a video of myself in bed talking about the Georgia players, and then I went and just like watched Georgia defense highlights. And tonight I'm just gonna sit in bed and just watch Quinyon Mitchell highlights on my phone.
with Buffalo Trace.
Of all time.
There we go.
Of all time.
Okay. Do I lose Graham Barton here? Graham Barton gone. Knew it. Knew it.
You win some, you lose some. What can you do?
Damn.
Well, this is not playing out how you hoped. So Jordan Morgan's off the board. Graham Barton's off the board. So what do you got now to
Tyler
tackle from? You think they're going to get Tyler Guyton?
Or they trade back.
Thank you to the Cardinals. I've never said a bad word about Jonathan Gannon, but their pick is already in. That is the speed. That is the efficiency that we're looking for. You're pick 27. You had all night. You know who you should be going with. Who do the Cardinals need? Let's see.
I know.
where we
I
have
feel like they could go anywhere.
Yeah, they could really go anywhere. I had them drafting Chop Robinson off the board, so they do need edge rusher. You're right. They got Marvin Harrison Jr., so I don't think they'll take one of these receivers on the board like Xavier Worthy or Donnie Mitchell. They could go Nate Wiggins.
This kind of tells me that them trading back, knowing Tampa needed interior linemen, that maybe they didn't love Graham Barton as much as I did.
Yeah.
I trust Will McClay.
Do you?
Especially when it comes to offensive linemen.
Okay. We'll find out. The problem is you still need offensive linemen, and who's going to be it?
It's going to be Tyler Guyton or the BYU kid now. Wow, pick is in. Are we doing this already? Let's
Hell
go.
Yeah. Thank you, Arizona. This is awesome. Let's do it. Darius Robinson, edge. That makes sense. They needed edge.
Dallas liked him too.
Yep. He was also one of the telling signs was that he got invited to the draft. So if you're a riser and you're mocked second and then they invite you to the draft, good chance that you're going to hit the first round there. Great suit, great pick. I feel like if you're a Cardinals fan, you got to be really excited with how the night turned out. Just hit 1,000 viewers. So if you're here now for the live stream, guess what? If Kevin makes it to pick 29 and the Cowboys don't kill him first, you guys should subscribe to our YouTube, Birds vs. Boys Pod, because we'll have a ton of reaction from this.
I think Dallas is going to trade out of the first round.
I will lose my mind. We've been sitting here for 3 hours. We are owed a pick. I went through war in the draft, in the Sixers game. I've been to war.
Yeah, but wouldn't that be a win for you if you got a Sixers win and Mitchell fell to 22 and then I don't get a pick?
Now I just want to see how the movie ends, though. Even if it's like Saving Private Ryan, where they don't get
the movie ends
every time.
The movie ends like The Sopranos ends.
We just don't know. You're just laying on the floor in the restaurant. Black. God. No. I want to know if Tony dies.
Like this.
I want to know if Kevin dies or not. What a show. My TikTok, if you scroll my TikTok, 1 out of every 4 clips is the Sopranos clips.
And right now, all the Sopranos. There's ones on Twitter and Instagram. They're so funny.
They're good.
Sopranos world.
Yeah. What a
like
show.
When there was the earthquake in Jersey a couple weeks ago. It was just the video of Paulie going satanic black magic shit.
I watched one today, and it was like, I hear the Jets are high on prospect Anthony Soprano Jr. He just has a nose for the football. When he recovers that fumble, he gets a concussion.
It's awesome.
Oh, what a scene! And it's like the it always goes viral because it's like them. It's like Tony and the boys cheering in the crowd, and it's like loud Italian cheering.
Yep.
What a show! What a show this draft is. What a cornerback Quinyon Mitchell is.
Would I take Wiggins at 29?
You could. Also, just for fun, Kevin, we went over 1,000 the moment that you said satanic black magic shit. So I wouldn't want anybody to come in any other way.
Satanic black magic shit.
Yeah. That we're gonna break 1,000 some way. I want it to be that way. I don't want it to be insightful analysis. I want it to be us referencing some random show and you saying satanic black magic shit.
Does Buffalo need it? Buffalo needs a receiver.
They need receiver. They do need corner as well. They kind of got rid of half their team, right? Like they
Yeah.
kind of reloaded. Gabe Davis left.
Could
traded
they
Devontae.
take Cooper DeJean and also see him as a safety?
They could because Jordan Poyer left. They lost a corner. They lost Jordan Poyer at safety. They kind of lost everything. The only person who stayed was Von Miller, and his contract.
We got a
was
trade
up.
alert.
Ooh, who do they trade? To?
Who's coming up to trade
Who's
in front of
coming up?
Dallas?
Is it the Chiefs? It is the Chiefs.
Chiefs.
Oh, baby. I feel like this is receiver, though. I think you're safe. Wow. The rich get richer, huh? Did you see the clip of Travis Kelce in the podcast, and he was trying to read the notes, and he like ignored a word, and Jason was like, "We're not we're not going to skip over that," and they like both had the notes, and Jason was like, "Say that word," and he goes, "Pseudonym." It was pseudonym. His girlfriend puts out 31 songs of like being a lyrical mastermind. He's like, "Pseudonym." Never change.
All right. Could this be?
I have an underrated prospect that I think would be really good on the Chiefs is Lad McConkey.
Mm-hmm.
I talked about him
McConkey
earlier.
a lot.
His separation on routes, there's no one in the same atmosphere as him. It reminds me of Travis Kelce, even though they play different positions, because how many games have you watched with the Chiefs where you're saying, we know they're trying to target Travis Kelce.
Yep.
And yet here we are. He's wide open, ton of green space around him. It's like, well, if you're a really good route runner, it doesn't matter. And you can find different places on the field. When you watch McConkey, it looked like that at Georgia too, where he just knew where to be on the field. And was a really just great route runner. I'll save you all the white person buzzwords of being like a gym rat and hard-nosed and real coachable, high football IQ. I hope it's not Leggett. Leggett would be awesome. He was a high flyer.
I was gonna say, could they go for a corner here? They
could-
lost Snead, didn't they?
They did lose a Jerry Sneed, so Cooper DeJean is also on the board for them.
Wiggins.
Nate Wiggins, yeah. Do they need offensive line?
They
don't think so.
possibly could, yeah. And maybe they're jumping Dallas for Guyton.
Could be. Could be. I just felt like the board just played really well for all these teams in the back because a lot of them need a receiver.
Yeah.
Or they were jumping San Francisco, who also needs a tackle because your gym buddy went to the Broncos.
Yes, they do.
Is he coming around the gym now that the season's over? I guess you go there at the crack.
I haven't seen him.
Did he ever talk to you? Was he ever like, have you seen him since the 49ers season where they went to the Super Bowl when he was in Denver?
He didn't say much.
He didn't say anything about it. What could you say? He got paid.
Tell her to relax here, Logan. It's okay. They're stockpiling picks. This team needs a lot of young, cheap talent. Stockpiling picks, getting 73 is huge. Let's see what happens here at 29. Tell her there is a big possibility they trade back from 29 too. So hold on.
Those two are the opposite of you.
Yeah, you are the
He's a
opposite
Cowboys
of me
fan.
and my
He's an
wife.
Eagles fan. Yeah.
What are they? Bizarro land, Kevin and Lisa?
It could be. Big UFL game this Sunday. You gonna be tuned in? DC's Defenders. I honestly did not know that started. I had no clue.
Will McClay, basically the GM of the Cowboys, is dialing the phone. And usually when Will McClay is on the phone, that's a player that he's getting.
When he's on the phone, does he do the trades?
No, that's Steven.
Okay. That's confusing. Look how much the
Yeah, I was going to
figured
say,
out.
look how dead it is now.
They need to get him like a better backdrop now. It was cool before, but now that we're just looking at like a dirt
You know, it would
patch
be so funny if Detroit traded back into the first. Again.
and everybody left. Pick is in. Oh, who do you think?
My best guess is it's going to be Tyler Guyton at 29.
If they trade again, I'm going to lose my mind.
I hope
I
Graham
will
Barton stinks.
recap. I'll recap the day before the Chiefs pick for Philadelphia. 1 p.m. Second inning, third inning, whatever. Bryce Harper, home run, Phillies 4-0. They win 5-0. Zach Wheeler, another 6 innings. Early season Cy Young candidate. They win. 7 o'clock. Embiid drops 50. Sixers win. Should be up 2-1, but we'll take the win. Eagles. Everybody is a dumb, stupid idiot, and Howie Roseman is not. We get Quinyon Mitchell at 22. That is the day. Oh, sorry. 8:30. A.J. Brown signs extension. We've now extended Devontae Smith and A.J. Brown. 3-year, $96 million, $84 million guaranteed. Pick on the clock, Kansas City.
All right,
What do we think?
Cowboys war room is clapping, hugging, jumping. They've made a pick. Big, big, big high fives everywhere.
Vince is trying to get me in trouble.
Mike McCarthy's on the phone. This is a make-a-wish thing, Aiden. Don't.
I'm not going to say anything. I'm sure this is a bright young man. Vince tried to get me in the background. He was like, who's this kid with him? I'm not falling for that one. Again. I think this is, oh my God.
Who is it?
Look where he's from. The kid who's making the pick. They just flashed it on the screen. Xavier Worthy. Wow.
I'm surprised they jumped up for that. Dallas wouldn't have taken him unless they were afraid somebody else was going to jump up for one.
I'm afraid. Not afraid. I'm surprised Buffalo didn't go receiver right there and instead let the Chiefs take a receiver in their spot instead. But I guess Buffalo just lets Kansas City.
Is that a real baby that she's holding? Yep. Look at the baby sleeping.
So. Oh, the packed room.
That's going to be me soon. All right. I got to sit back.
You're on the clock.
Cowboys are on the clock, but there is a pick that has been made. Why are my lights yellow?
It's too late now to figure that out.
Oh, they're green now. Have you been able to hear me the whole time?
Yeah. You've been totally fine.
All right.
This is it. Final
Pick
guess.
is in.
Give me your final guess.
Tyler Guyton.
You think it is? They're jumping up and down for Tyler Guyton?
Hey, you move back 5 spots, you pick up 73, and you get the guy that maybe they wanted the whole time. I can't see.
This Xavier Worthy tape is kind of cool.
Yeah.
He's a little smaller, but so they've got him and they've got Hollywood Brown. So their plan is to just launch it, which I don't hate. That just seems like a fun way to live.
Look at the baby. The woman's like, everybody, please shut up. The baby's sleeping.
Yeah.
Look at her. She's like, shh, shh, shh. Look at the other kid on the left, too. Just sleeping. Look at the toddler.
Knocked
just
out.
like, what?
He is-
What is it?
The kids are knocked out.
Look at him rubbing his eyes. Oh, that's awesome.
They'll show that every Christmas from now until
Yep.
he's Xavier Worthy's age. The pick is in, Kevin. Your guess is Guyton?
My guess is Guyton.
Oh.
Which means it's going to be Jonathan Brooks.
This is it.
I mean, Guyton's a big. He's good. He's more of a developmental guy. He's played right tackle. I just don't know if you can call on him to start at left tackle right away.
I thought the plan was to move Tyler Smith to left tackle.
But Guyton's not a guard. Oh, God, I hate this guy so much. I hate him so much.
What do you think these people do like as a job? Like, do you
I
think
don't
their
know.
job knows
All of
that
them.
they do this? Like, they're like, "Hey, boss, taking a PTO day. I have to dress up as a giant light bulb at the NFL draft."
Wrecking Ball. Yeah, like
That's his name is Wrecking Ball.
Yep. I would love.
Do you
If
think
you want to
around
talk
the
about
office
punchable
they're like,
faces?
"Hey, Wrecking Ball, how was the weekend?"
Good old
He's
Wrecking
like-
Ball.
He's like, "Great, I got to see my kids for the first time in 3 months."
There we go. I've been calling Guyton all day.
No,
There it is. Tyler
there it
Guyton.
is. Fun times. Sure, it'll be great.
He's
Congratulations.
6'8". He's a big dude.
That's a big fella. That's a great reaction. He played that really well. His dad is wearing San Francisco stuff, or whoever the uncle is.
That is hilarious.
That's hilarious.
Why is he wearing San Francisco? And he has a mask on.
All right.
All right, let's see some tape here.
6'7", 3/4, and 322. He's a big fellow. For the record, I do not hate Tyler Guyton.
No, I don't hate it either.
Yeah. It's just funny that we're Graham Barton, and then they traded back to 29, got him.
He's an athlete. He's got freak size. He's just not fully polished yet.
I like that tape, though. The fact that he could get out in front. Can't believe Lane Johnson helped with this guy. Then we're just helping the enemy now.
Look at that.
I like that move. Yeah, that's good. I love how we're reacting to this as if we didn't watch like a million.
I know.
minutes
I
of
didn't
film.
watch him 8,000 times. Yeah.
My eye, dude, I told you the other day at work, I watched 6 mock drafts. 6. My ears were ringing. By the
Where
time I
did he
was
kick
done.
his dad out of the room?
Probably.
They make him take the shirt off.
Probably he's gone.
He's crying. Oh, he's ugly crying. That's ugly crying.
Yeah. You know, the next time he'll be ugly crying like that? When Bryce Huff blows by him week 8 in October. Lincoln
When
Financial
they
Field.
lose to San Francisco in the playoffs and his dad's
Yeah.
sitting there laughing.
Yeah. When Nick Bosa bull rushes him for the first time. They made dad go to the back. Do you see him
Yeah,
just in the
they got
back
it.
of the room?
Look how excited they were. Look at all the branded Gatorade bottle things sitting there.
That's so funny. They get so hype. They look like they just won the Republican nominee for Senate in Alabama.
They did.
And they
This
just
is
got
a-
the
This
call
is
that
actually
they-
just a scene from Succession.
Succession. They are the most Succession franchise I've ever seen.
All right, here, ho hum. Here come the Ravens. Gonna
Here come
make
the Ravens.
best-
They're pick 30. There's a bunch of wide receivers. They're going to do it again.
Here comes Nate Wiggins.
They'll get Nate Wiggins. They'll have like Cooper DeJean paired with Kyle Hamilton. And in 3 years, we'll be like, how did we let them get away with this? Are they still our team that's not our team, or did we switch to the Texans?
I will say, in terms of Tyler Guyton, remember the reaction from everybody with Tyler Smith.
Yeah, I said he sucked.
When it comes to offensive line, this scouting department usually hits. Oh, I thought that said the dick.
If it's cut off the wrong way, that gets interesting.
Oh my goodness gracious. I am tired.
Well, you got your guy.
Did I?
Did you? That's again, like Tyler Guyton is not a bad prospect. Thank you, sir. Thanks for joining us tonight. That was fun. Appreciate everybody in the chat. We'll hold out for 3 more picks. I think Kevin's happy.
Yeah.
I'm
I mean,
ecstatic. It was the greatest night of my life.
if
Since the last
if they
time
would
we
have
were-
taken him at 24 and stood in, I wouldn't have been happy. Trading back, getting an extra pick, I'm fine with it.
What do you feel about getting the best corner in the draft at pick 22 and keeping both of your second round picks? Would that make you happy? If you were
He
a
played at
fan?
Toledo.
Where did Tyler Smith play? Tulsa?
Tulsa.
Yeah.
Better than
Okay.
Toledo.
No, they're in the same thing.
Toledo's
It's
like
a-
one double A. Might as well be
No.
playing against East Stroudsburg.
Tulsa.
Played for East Stroudsburg. All right, here we go.
Let's see who the Ravens get. Whoever I'm already talked into whoever they get. That's an automatic yes.
Nate Wiggins.
Yeah. We're gonna he'll be
course.
good and Kyle Hamilton will be good. And we'll be like, damn,
Of course.
how did we let that happen? He was so hyped before.
I know. Why is he? What is that?
That girl needs to be
Yeah,
very
that
careful with
that
picks
NFL's
36.
ESPN just got really nervous.
Johnny Wilson 6'6". I'd love Johnny Wilson on the team just because of how tall he is. I think.
Oh,
it'd be
yeah.
funny. He can't really, with any 6'6", 6'7" wide receiver, he can't really move. But I like Nate Wiggins as well because I thought he was good in coverage, but he's so small that they worried about him tackling. And after a year of just like watching the Eagles corners flop around like a fish, it was really hard to talk myself into a kid who couldn't tackle. Like this right here, this play's cool, like speed and effort. This is a 50-yard gain. This does not he stripped him at the goal line. Cool. I need my corners, that's not.
I think
I
that
like the-
play is just showing his
Yeah.
makeup speed ability.
Yeah. I want him to be able to shed a tackle or shed a blocker and make the tackle, not chase a guy down at the 1-yard line.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
One thing with San Francisco, there were talks about this today, but Deebo Samuel and Brandon Ayuk not traded.
Not traded. T. Higgins not traded. Henderson not traded.
Dak Prescott
Not traded.
not traded.
This girl needs to calm down.
She does for multiple reasons. She's
Yep.
in front of the camera. She's getting really risky.
Oh God. I don't think I'm gonna make it 2 more picks.
You can do this. San Francisco has never let you down before in your entire life.
Never.
Never. Predictions. Well, since we have 2 picks left, you have picks tomorrow. You just got an extra 3rd rounder.
Yep.
Obviously, 2nd rounder. I have 2 2nd rounders. Predictions for tomorrow, guys. You'd like to see them take.
Fisk. If Frazier's there, I would love it. I think Jonathan Brooks is going to be absolutely a possibility. If not Trey Benson, if they don't get either of them, Blake Corum. If somehow Edgerrin Cooper, which I don't think he will, maybe Junior Colson or Wilson, the linebacker from NC State. Those would be the list of my guys that I would.
We
like
have a
to see.
very, very similar list. So, like you, I don't think Edgerrin Cooper will be there, but I do love Junior Colson. I love him more than what's his name, Peyton Wilson from NC State. So, if getting him at 50, and again, I think what the Eagles' plan will be tomorrow, having 2 picks almost consecutively, 50 and 53. I think what you'll see them do, trade back with one of those, pick up an extra pick later on, since they don't have a 3rd round pick. Similar strategy what the Cowboys just did. Move back 5 picks, pick up a pick, and still get a guy that you've targeted and coveted. When you're sitting there at 50, 53, what's talent-wise, how different is it going to be? So if you move back from 50 to 57, what's that do for you?
I agree.
I think that's what you'll see from them. Junior Colson would be my guy. Joe was on here. He said TJ Tampa, the Iowa State corner. I'm trying to think who else. I'm so infatuated with Junior Colson that I can't think of anything else. I would not rule out wide receiver 3. I don't think that would be crazy. Rosengarten, the tackle from Washington. Again, just building depth on that line. They have their guys, but they just don't have a lot of depth on the line right now. I think they're going to put Tyler Steen as the guard, but beyond that, what's the plan? So I think those are guys to take a look at. And then round 4, I want the tight end from Ohio State. Or if
Tight
we
end?
trade back and get a 3rd round pick, I want the tight end from Ohio State real bad.
Yeah, this is a deep draft. There's a
Deep
lot of talented players that are going to go off the board tomorrow. So
Yep. I think we're going to
Um,
be sitting there when we both draft and we're like, oh, it's same as tonight. We're like, oh, this guy's still here?
Yep. Kind of like when Dallas stumbled upon Diggs in the 2nd round when they were considering taking him in the 1st.
Yeah. The Eagles have hit it out of the park recently. Easy Tino wants Peyton.
Trying to think what the Niners
They need
like. I feel
tackle.
like offensive line is like, unless they go Kinsley Suamata-Ia here, besides him, there's not much left.
I'll tell you what, they should just take a player that doesn't bitch and fucking moan all the time. That would make me satisfied.
Oh, trade them Trey Lance back for this pick.
You want, yeah, refund policy. How long is the warranty on Trey Lance?
It's up this year because they're not going to pick up his 5th-year option. Probably.
Yeah, that's it.
And somebody's still gonna sign him for multiple millions. All right. Does Chase Young really count as a departure?
I forgot that he was on the team.
That's right. They got Leonard Floyd. Gross Matos. I remember that. That was the COVID draft when he got drafted, and Roger Goodell was like, DeYater, Gross Matos.
Gross Matos.
Wow. Can't believe how long that was 4 years ago.
That flew. That was the all-time draft. The way the board was falling, it's been all up for me ever since. But that first draft that we did, for months, when we started this, was like, I love CeeDee Lamb. He seems like the best. I want him so bad. And then the Cowboys got him. I was like, all right, let's just play it safe and take Justin Jefferson. And they took Jalen Reagor. I was like, this is the worst night of my entire life. I was like, and played out. I was like, this actually ended up even worse than I thought in my brain.
I couldn't believe that. All right, what do we got?
We had like 8 people on the stream too. Ricky Pearsall.
I love Ricky Pearsall. Wow.
I loved him for
I didn't think he was going to go in the 1st, though, 50. But I love him.
Whoa. Interesting. Yeah. Wow, indeed. Tino. That is.
I thought Dallas would have a shot at him in the.
Nice beard, though. That counts when you're doing draft combine analysis. That thing has patches in it.
Yes, it does. Buffed. Brandon Ayuk right now is like,
That is interesting. I did not realize
catching that pass from Jaden Daniels.
I was going to say, does that? Yeah, he did catch up. Dude, college football is nuts. They're going to show this catch that he makes with one hand over and over again. Not that one. He makes a sick one-handed catch. It was like the catch of the year in college football. I'm very shocked that it hasn't made it on the. I'm shocked that it didn't lead here. I thought he was really good, and I thought they're going to. Here it is. This is the one-hander. Yep, there it is. Whew. All getting hit by 2 guys.
Just getting popped.
I would have got up and acted tough, and then I would have went to a hospital bed 2 hours later. Trade alert. The Bills gave away their whole team and then traded twice.
Dallas coming in.
Thank you, Tino. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see what happens with J.J. McCarthy to Carolina. Ooh.
Carolina has the 1st pick in the 2nd round.
What a
Are
franchise.
They going to keep that, though? And have back-to-back end the draft, start the draft?
They're like, we're getting in the 1st round no matter what. Unless they forgot to update the graphic again, they do right now have pick 32 and 33.
What is Schefter saying? They haven't updated yet.
Now they did.
Oh yeah, but
so they moved up 1 pick.
They want a 5th-year option on somebody.
That's smart. I wonder what compensation they had to give up to move up one pick to 32. Like, is it worth the 5th round option?
Yeah.
And who could it
For
be?
Spencer Rattler. They're already
I
giving
did
up
see.
on Bryce
I
Young.
saw a mock where they drafted him as like a backup, and he stayed in Carolina. The pick is in. Thank you to the Panthers.
Adrian Cooper.
Could you imagine?
I mean, who?
I don't know who it could be at 32 that you want to move up from 33 to 32, unless it's one of for them like a wide receiver, Lad McConkey, Adonai Mitchell, just to give Bryce Young anybody. Xavier Legette, keeping him in Carolina.
Yeah.
Although South Carolina and Charlotte are 2 different states. I did know that, and I'm not dumb. Kool-Aid McKinnon.
Like,
That's the thing about the Panthers.
like
They
Mel
are
Kiper got cold.
the antichrist of the Bears.
Huh. Panthers,
6th round
yeah.
pick.
2nd round and a 5th.
If you're a Bills fan after how this offseason went, where you kind of just retooled everything and now you didn't even get to see a pick on night 1, how are you feeling right now? Probably not great.
And all you got was it's basically a pick swap for a 5th.
Yep, pretty much. And you get to pick tomorrow
You went back one spot and you swapped a 6th for a 5th.
for a 5th. So if this person's good, like you said, they would lose the 5th-year option.
Buffalo's like, yeah, there's plenty of receivers left.
Before we have this last pick, we're going to hit 1,100 in 2 seconds.
3 hours and 46 minutes of sitting.
Yeah,
right.
they did not make my wish of getting the picks in quicker this year.
No.
Maybe next year, maybe never. But for the 1,100 people who did watch, if you could subscribe to the YouTube, that
Yes,
would
please.
be very beneficial to us, and
Yes,
we
please.
would be very grateful. Birds vs. Boys Pod on YouTube. One
Patty
pick
needs
to
to go
go.
to sleep.
I need to go to sleep. I'll be watching Quinyon Mitchell highlights in bed.
I'm gonna call you at 4:40 when my alarm goes off.
If you're expecting me to answer at 4:40, I got bad news for you. I would answer you. Just
Because
and
you'll
you
still
know
be
what?
watching.
I'll
Mitchell.
still be watching Quinyon Mitchell highlights. When I came home from your house last year, I sat in bed. I recorded that video. I made like a list of people I wanted for the next day. I seriously sat there for I was up till 3 a.m. I was just watching Georgia highlights on YouTube. I watched Nolan's. I watched that pick 6 in the championship
Oh, yeah.
6 times.
Here we go.
And I just read tweets of like everyone mad that how good the Eagles were at drafting.
Uh-huh.
Last selection of the night. Who do the Panthers want? Let's bring it home. One more pick to go. Do you have a guess? Mine's
I think
Adonai
it's
Mitchell.
Xavier.
Xavier Legette. Nice.
There it is.
That's a good one. You saw the viral clip of him talking, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. I was like,
It was great.
all right. Oh, we have to wait till we hit 1,100.
We can't end the stream on 1,099. I'll lose my mind. Someone else needs to tune in.
We're gonna be here till 3 a.m.
I was gonna say, hey, I'll just keep the stream going. I'll watch Quinyon Mitchell highlights and talk to myself. 1,100. All right, that's it. What a stream! What a night! Phillies win. Sixers win. AJ Brown extended.
Tyler Guyton.
Quinyon Mitchell at 22. No trade ups needed. 2 picks again tomorrow. Kevin got
I got
one of
3
his
picks
guys.
tomorrow.
3 picks tomorrow. Traded back. What a night. Thank you to everybody who participated and watched. Make sure to subscribe to the YouTube Birds vs. Boys Pod. Like and subscribe. We'll have reaction videos to all these picks. We'll probably be live tomorrow at some point as well, since, like we just said, deep draft. So there's a lot of guys we still like. Hopefully we can nab them. In
Cooper DeJean, Kool-Aid
Cooper DeJean.
McKinstry. A lot of guys still there.
A lot of guys. Keon
Edgerrin
Coleman,
Cooper.
Junior Colson, bunch of guys. Should be a great time. We'll be back again tomorrow. Maybe even on TikTok too. We'll see. Thank you to
Elvis
everybody.
Band.
That's it. What a night.
There's
We
no
did it
TikTok
again.
anymore.
Small part of my life is called happiness.
Later.
Oh my God.